news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Welcome, basketball fans. We are live here at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse on the campus of Lander Valley High School for the arch-rival cross-county matchup between the Lander Valley Lady Tigers and the Riverton Lady Wolverines. Back with us tonight is our sports director, Travis Gupton, back from, I won't say what it was this time. No, I'm just kidding. Back from a little bit of COVID, and we're happy to have him back. How you feeling, Travis?
I'm doing a lot better. I'm not fully at 100% yet, but I'm doing good, and I'm excited to be here. I honestly am. This is one of those that when I first got here, I circled on my calendar. I've heard about the rivalry between Lander and Riverton. I'm really excited to see this one go.
Well, we do expect one heck of a matchup tonight. Savannah Martinez, the star scorer for Riverton, is or was just earlier, still masked up. She is during warm-ups. She did miss Friday's game, played Saturday with no points and 3 fouls. Just hasn't looked herself here lately, and that's probably the mask may be a bit of a key to why.
Absolutely, and I'm hoping that that's not the case, and I'm hoping that she's feeling a little bit better. But it's going to be something interesting to see. I watched the game against Natrona on Saturday, and she just didn't look herself. And so it's going to be interesting to see what she has going on, and it's going to be interesting to see which Savannah Martinez we get. I'm looking forward to see again against Natrona the Lady Wolverines that I saw on the stream that I watched, which, by the way, you and Cody did an amazing job. I'm looking forward to see what kind of offense we see from the Lady Wolverines. Are we going to see a more well-balanced offense? As we saw against Natrona, there was only about 4 or 5 people that was able to score. That needs to change in this atmosphere. And I will say this, being someone who has been a part and played in many rivalry games, you can throw records out the rule book. Everything is out the bar, Katie bar the door. It's going to be a fun match to watch.
All right, yes, against Natrona, they also allowed 4 of the Phillies to get into double digits there. It was just wasn't a good game all the way around. A reminder that you can listen to this here on KTAK or check it out live streamed on our WyoToday YouTube page or WyoToday Facebook page. All you have to do is go to one of those sites, type in WyoToday in your search bar, and just click on it and bring it right up. If you are looking for coverage with Lander Valley with Ernie and Josh, they are on, I do believe, KFCW.
Yes, sir.
And you can find them on the same YouTube page and the same Facebook page as us. So a little bit double duty, just depends on what team you're rooting for. We're about 6 minutes and 35 seconds away from the tip-off of this rivalry game, and we're going to pay some bills now. We'll be right back on KTAK.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Welcome back to the Bailey's Tire and Auto Service pregame show here on KTAK. We're about 4 minutes and 10 seconds from tip-off in this rivalry game between the Lady Tigers of Lander Valley High School and the Lady Wolverines of Riverton High School. We are at Lander Valley here in Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse, and really the one real big question, Travis, that's going to be kind of looming here for a second until we get the officials is, will Savannah be back in the starting lineup? She has not been. Paisley Jackson has been filling in for her, and really that has affected two different things. One is Paisley's not had as the same game as she does. She gets a little bit better when she comes into the flow, it seems, but she's still done an admirable job of trying to fill in. And Savannah off the bench didn't look overly comfortable either. So, again, in the midst of a 4-game losing streak, really every unforced error needs to be kind of eliminated here tonight.
Absolutely, and that's something that the Lady Wolverines have struggled with is the unforced turnovers. They are in double digits in those 4-game losing streaks, unofficially, of course, but they are, it looks about 10 or 11 a game. It's going to be big, and again, this is different. This is a it's a rivalry game. This is something that's going to be very important. They need to be able to get away from the unforced turnovers and really just play smart basketball. If you play smart basketball, the baskets will come, and if that's going to be something that I think is going to be, if Savannah Martinez can't go, will be something we need to look at. What kind of offense will the Lady Wolverines have? Because with her playing point, sometimes it runs a little bit more smoothly than anybody else at the point. So if she does not go, we may see some offensive struggles early on for the Lady Wolverines.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the first 5 minutes getting some confidence for the Lady Wolverines. Lander coming in here with some confidence. They're 6-3, nice winning record. And quite honestly, Riverton has struggled with the last win being a game you and I called down in Cheyenne at the auxiliary gym down at Cheyenne South against Wheatland. Of course, that was the day after the big Savannah Martinez three-pointer with 4.4 seconds left. So we'll be right back in just a few minutes with more Bailey Tire and Auto pregame show, and we'll be getting into the Sutherland starting lineups here on KTAK.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
And welcome back to Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse for Lander Valley Lady Tigers versus the Lady Wolverines of Riverton here on KTAK. Your Sutherland starting lineups are for the home team from Lander Valley. Number 1, Taylene Tindor. Number 10, Demi Stauffenberg. Number 11, Ryan Bell. Number 13, Layla Norse. And number 23, Megan Winfield. For your Riverton Lady Wolverines, number 1, Paisley Jackson. Number 10, McKay Fegler. Number 12, Camden Sheets. Number 15, Jordanelle Anderson. and number 23, Savannah Martinez. So it looks like, Travis, that they decided to go with, instead of Ella Judd and Jordanelle like they did last game, Paisley Jackson has played her way in the starting lineup, so she's going to continue to start.
Absolutely, and that's something impressive, right? Paisley Jackson plays a hard ball. She does really good when she plays, so she definitely earned a starting lineup spot. What I'm interested in is I'm really interested to see how Savannah Martinez plays. Right now she has a mask on. If she plays with that mask, her air may be an issue, which means her legs may go early. We'll have to watch out for that.
All right, and the coaches of both teams for the Lady Tigers of Lander Valley, Coach Stauffenberg and, of course, Coach Travis McIntosh of Riverton High School. We are ready for the tip here. The Riverton in their away blacks, Lander Valley in their home whites. A student section already in mass and taking up part of the lower set, most of the lower section of the student section for Lander Valley. They know what this game means in Fremont County. Riverton's going to be going right to left. It's going to be Jordanelle Anderson jumping against, I can't see the number 11 against Bell. Tip goes to Riverton. Sheets brings it up, goes to her right to Fegler. Fegler feeds the post and Savannah. Savannah's going to step back and shoot from 15. No good. Rebound fought for, taken away by Tendor. Tendor leading the break for Lander Valley. Stolen right away by Fegler. Nicely done there with the active hands. She gets it to Sheets, and of course, the not-so-deep Riverton Wolverines going to take their time bringing it up when they don't have numbers.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that we're going to have to watch for is slowing it up, slowing the offense up.
Fegler coming off a screen from Jordanelle out to Jackson on the elbow. Jackson looks to drive, kicks it out. Jordanelle, she almost loses it but gets control of it. Back over on the left perimeter wing to Fegler. Fegler drives down, has to kick it to Jackson. Jackson looking to drive, goes up with it and in.
Absolutely.
Paisley Jackson for 2.
Absolutely a great look there, and slower offense, not rushing, great offense.
Tendor brings it up the floor for Lander Valley. They immediately go inside. Inside-out game on the work as they kick it out to the corner. They're working that corner are Stauffenberg and Winnefield. Kicked back out up front. Now in the hands of Tendor, and we get our first whistle. Oh no. Anderson has gone down in severe pain, holding her ankle. Didn't see if it was a cut or contact, but we're going to take a break here, and we'll try and keep you informed. We're not going to keep the camera on an injured player here. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
All right, welcome back on KTAK. We wish Jordanelle Anderson all the best. Looks like she just rolled an ankle. She was able at the final part of the walk to the bench to go under her own power, which means that it looks like Engstrom has come in. Drive by Lander Valley is missed by Tendor, but we're going to get a foul, I do believe, on Haley Engstrom right as she comes into the game. That is indeed the call. That will be her first, team first.
And that's something, you know, when someone goes down with an injury, coming in a little bit cold, you're going to have to get your feet under you. And that first early foul is not a good one as Tendor makes the first shot.
Tendor going to take the second shot, do a couple dribbles, spin it, then dribble a couple more times, puts it up and in. Beautiful form there on the free throws for Lander Valley's Tendor, and it is 2-2 with 6:32 to play in the first quarter. Now, surprise, surprise, they're pressing Riverton. And it almost works, but at the very end, Riverton able to get over the court line, and we're going to get a foul here on number 11. That's Ryan Bell, her first, Lander Valley's first. So both teams with one early foul, but still a lot of time to go. Inbound goes to Sheets. Sheets is up top. She gets over to Fegler on the right wing. She dribbles free, shoots for 3, no good. Rebound goes to Winfield. Winfield brings up, looks to go coast to coast, tries to, but misses. Rebound is gotten in, hoop and harm for Demi Stauffenberg.
And that was a strong move by Stauffenberg to get the basket and get to the line.
And the unfortunate part is that foul is against Haley Engstrom, who's in for the injured Anderson. That's her team second. Stauffenberg misses the free throw. Rebound goes to Savannah Martinez, and she gets over to Engstrom. Engstrom looking to break the press. Almost thrown away. Savannah to Fegler. Risky passes, tipped away out of bounds by Winfield of Lander Valley. Substitution for Lander Valley is Lily Hamilton is going to come in. Not Lily Hamilton. It looks like, who just came in?
It looked like number 25 for Riverton.
Gracie Olheiser. I should have known that. Inbound goes to Paisley Jackson, and she puts up another two with a little mini hook there, Travis.
Absolutely. Great look by Paisley and a great response to the scoop and the score from Lander.
Lander looking to drive down the middle, doing a little bit of a weave, gets an open look from 17. It's up and no good. Jackson comes away with the rebound. She's off to the races, but she does not have numbers. She's able to keep control, gets to Savannah. Savannah, nice little fake three, long two, air balls it up, and the rebound comes away to Lander, and that student section's letting her have it for that. On the drive, 23 puts it up. Winfield with the miss. Rebound by Ryan Bell, and it looks like they're going to get McKay Fegler over the back here. They do indeed get her over the back.
And one of the things that Riverton needs to do better is the box out. They're letting Lander get too close to the basket and get these second chances and these fouls.
So that's her for, whoa, what?
Out of bounds there by Lander, and it looks like Lander will retain possession as Demi Stauffenberg will take the ball out of bounds, passes it over and out to the top of the key, and looks like Tindor tried to look into number 15 Whitney Hamsen and was unable to. Foul there on Riverton.
I've got my fouls all sorts of screwy. So that's her first, team fourth. So Riverton off to a lot of fouls here very quickly. Only 3 away from the bonus, and we're not even 4 minutes in. Up top by Bell. Bell looks to drive. She gets it out to Winfield. Winfield for Lander Valley gets it right back to Bell. She is on the right wing. Swings it all the way over to Tindor. Tindor looking to go inside. Can't. Gets it over to the left to Stauffenberg. They look to reset. She drives, dishes it back out. They keep trying to go the middle, and there's nothing there. But they do kick it out for a three. No good. Rebound is going to go to Tindor of Lander Valley. Lady Tigers putting on exhibition right now on the glass. Swings it all the way across court. Fake by a three. And we got a jump ball, maybe we do. Jump ball number one. Tie up there by Gracie Olheiser. Nice hands on that play.
And that was close because I didn't think he was going to call a jump ball. It looked like there could have been a possible foul there.
All right, inbound by Lander Valley. They swing up top. Long three, no good. Rebound by Camden Sheets. She has the ball tipped out of bounds out of her hand as they were looking to set up the press even off the miss. We have 4:03 to play here in the first quarter here on KTAK's coverage of Lady Wolverine basketball, and we are tied in this arch rival game.
And one of the things, again, as we said, Kevin, is the press. Recently, Lady Wolverines have been able to beat the press, but Lander, as I say that, still with the ball, and Tindor with the ball down in the low
3
post.
seconds. They don't call it. It is sent back outside. She lost the ball and almost got the 3-second violation. Looks to drive, kicking around the three-point line. Winfield has it up top. She's harassed by Savannah Martinez, who with some active hands is able to swipe the ball, but it goes out of bounds. Will remain with Lander Valley with 3:38 to play in the first quarter.
And Savannah, again, got to watch her air as this game progresses. Active hands there for sure, though.
Tindor gets it over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg hands it over to Bell. Bell with a 15-footer. No good. Rebound comes right back to Bell. Bell looks to drive the baseline. Kicks out to Tindor for a long two, maybe a three. But it misses, and Savannah Martinez comes away with it. Savannah doing the cool hip thing of only wearing the mask over the mouth right now. Swung over to Fegler. Fegler for three. No good. Rebound goes away to Winfield of Lander Valley. Lander Valley looking to push it. She goes coast to coast, puts it up, and no good. Rebound by Gracie Olheiser. She can't keep it. Tie up. Camden Sheets goes to the ground, but we are going to have a jump ball, and the ball is going to go to Riverton here with 2:58 to play in the first.
Good idea by Camden Sheets to wrap that ball up. Another offensive rebound by Lander Valley, but Sheets was able to wrap it up and get possession back to Riverton.
Full court press in effect by Lander Valley. Jackson to inbound. Jackson looks, gets over to Camden Sheets. Camden looks kind of hesitant to do much of anything, but there is a 10-second count ongoing. Gets it to Fegler. They've passed it 3 times and gone 4 feet. Quickly finds the open Jackson down court. She goes all the way up. It would have been good and hoop and harm, but she went a little bit out of control, and she's going to get the charge called against her. No basket. That is Paisley's second, team 5th.
And that's a good call by the official. Definitely went in there a little reckless.
The only place that's not a charge is the NBA because she was in the semicircle.
Right.
Lander Valley looking to pass on the outside and drive. Paisley Jackson got lucky there. She plowed through a screen. No call. Could have been a quick 3 fouls on her. And I think she just got another one. And she did, and immediately Coach Mack is going to the bench. That's 3 fouls on her, team 6. So with 2:24 to play in the first quarter, Travis, Riverton is going to be giving free throws every foul the rest of the way out for the whole half.
And that's something that we talked about in the pregame is limiting those fouls, limiting the unforced fouls and the unforced turnovers, and they just have not been able to do that so far.
Inbound by Lander Valley from underneath their own basket. They swing it all the way up top to Whitney Hansen. Hansen looks to drive. I do believe that is. No, yes, that is Whitney Hansen. She drives, and we've got another foul on Riverton. That one's going to go against, I do believe, Camden Sheets. It is indeed against Camden. That's going to be her first, team 7th. So that's big. 2 shots as it was a shooting foul. First one is up and no good by Hansen of Lander Valley.
And this is something, when you have these foul issues, your offensive changes, your defensive changes. So it's going to be interesting to see how Riverton responds with now, for the rest of the half, like you said, Kevin, 2 shots the rest of the way.
Second free throw is up and good. That makes up the majority of the 5 points for Lander Valley. 3 free throws and 1 field goal. Riverton with the ball. Sheets with it. Gets it to Olheiser. Olheiser sizes up a 3. Shoots in, no good. Rebound comes away to, I can't make out a number. So anyway, she passes it up to Bell. Bell goes all the way coast to coast and good. Quickly 7-4, and this is usually where we see Riverton get in trouble, Travis, is these early stretches of runs, and the game is just confidence-wise is blown open.
Absolutely, and Bell was able to get to the basket with no problems, and that's something you don't need to see.
And just like that, Maddie Fossey unable to get the ball over, and we got a 10-second call against Riverton with 1:38 to go in the first quarter. 7-4 Lander Valley Lady Tigers.
And it's going to be, this is big time, these last minute and 34 seconds in the first for the Lady Wolverines. They have to be able to respond.
Bell with it, hands it over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg drives, then gets it over to Hansen. Hansen back to Bell. Bell drives down the baseline in the middle, up, and they say no good. It's an offensive foul. That was important, I think. They did not need an and 1 there.
And they also did, Lady Wolverines didn't need another foul.
Foul against Layla Norse. That's her first, only the team's second. So foul disparity. Press in full effect by Lander Valley. Sheets gets into Fegler. Fegler to Fossey. Fossey tries to split it. She had a person to pass to. And now we've got everybody going to pile on the floor. And we're going to get our third jump ball. Or is that number 897? I lost count.
And we're early.
So jump ball, minute 14. Ball's going to stay with Lander Valley. Because of the worst rule in all of sports, the possession arrow. Fans, you've heard me say it before. You'll hear me say it again. Like to see them jump that up. But anyway, same offense we're seeing. Oh, they get a wide open person inside. That was a Winfield. She scores in the interior quickly, 9-4. Lander Valley with under 1 minute to play in the first quarter.
Lander Valley getting anything they want in the low post right now.
Savannah breaks the press. Martinez is going to get it to Fegler. Fegler for three. They need it. Nope, misses it completely. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go off of Fossey. So with 43.8 seconds left in the first, it will be Lander Valley ball.
And if you look at it with 41 seconds left, this is still very much in reach for the Lady Wolverines. Just got to get a stop here.
Got to get some points. Got to knock the iron skillet off the basket. And yes, folks, I'm from the southeast, so the iron skillet reference is appropriate. They look to drive. They find it open. It bounces off the back rim. No good. Rebound by Lander Valley. They go up, and it's in for 15. That's Whitney Hansen. Her third point, her first field goal with under 15 seconds. Quickly, 11-4 Lander Valley. Thrown away by Camden Sheets. Unforced turnover with 7-6. Lander Valley gets it up. They look to drive down. It's there. They put it up. No good, but we're going to get a foul against Riverton with 2.4 seconds left in the first quarter. And we just got a technical on Fegler.
We've seen a lot of it's almost like the Lady Wolverines just cannot find an answer right now on the defensive side of the ball. They're getting frustrated, and we saw the tee up there on Fegler.
So foul on Sheets, her second. Technical foul goes against Fegler. That's her third. So major foul trouble here. 2 shots on the technical. The first shot is up and no good by Norse.
And that's something, again, it's 11-4. You're in the foul trouble. The problem is the Lander Valley Lady Tigers, they are not able to make the free throws as Norris missed both.
And that's really weird because, for technical foul, you can pick anybody on the floor, so you usually pick your best free throw shooter. All right, number 11, Bell's now going to go shoot the foul at the line. And that's 3 free throws and missed by Lander Valley. And that's kind of keeping Riverton in the game, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missed free throws already by Lander Valley. And they make that 4 in a row there. So they had 4 free throws, missed all 4 with 2.4 seconds left. They're going to inbound. I'm not going to say it'd be a dagger game-wise, but if they were able to hit a 3 here, it'd be not good for our Lady Wolverines. Inbound, she's going to turn. She's not even going to get. Oh, she does get the shot off. No good. 10 misses that one. That was a shot by Stauffenberg. So I thought it was a little slow, 2.4 seconds, but we're going to go to commercial break here. We'll be right back with on KTAK.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has 3 components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury.
And welcome back to Lady Wolverine basketball here on KTAK. This is Kevin Shields, voice of the Riverton Wolverines, along with Travis Gupton, our sports director, back from a little bit of illness. Travis, basically, the same kind of thing that we've seen in several games where one person's kind of holding all the load here. Paisley Jackson has 4 points. She's the only person for Riverton to score. Unfortunately, she has 3 fouls, as does Fegler, and Camden Sheets, Haley Engstrom with 2. And I think Camden's about with 1. Lots of fouls, 9 already against Riverton, only 2 against Lander Valley. Riverton starts off with the ball. Olheiser going to shoot to open the second quarter from 3, and it's no good. Lander Valley with the rebound. Lander Valley's big bugaboo so far been missed free throws. They swing it around. Thought about the 3, had it open, drives the baseline, goes up and under, and no good. Rebound, she was able to get it, is Hansen. She misses, rebounds it again herself, and gets it. What tenacity there by Whitney Hansen.
Absolutely. The offensive rebounds is what's giving Riverton a really, really hard time. That's 3 in a row, and that should not be a thing.
Olheiser brings across the timeline, gets it to Sheets. Sheets from 17 is good.
Definitely needed that if you're the Lady Wolverines. Good shot there by Sheets.
Lander Valley bringing it up 13-6, 7:01 to play in the half. Hanson with it up top, gets over to Bell. Bell steps back out, resets the offense for the home team Lady Tigers. Swings over to Hanson. Hanson back up to Bell. Bell bringing it right back up top. She's going to survey the situation. Gets over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg goes inside. Hanson puts it up and in.
It looked like nobody from the Lander Valley team was moving until that cut.
Stolen as Sheets with a telegraphed pass, but the ball's tipped out of bounds, and it is going to remain with, yes, they're going to say Maddie Fossey hit it last. So far, only a 9-point game, but that is on the back of 5 count of missed free throws, including 4 in a row when the technical win against Fegler.
And if you think about that, that's not going to last long.
No, most likely not. Hanson looking to inbounds. It does get it inbounds up top to Norse. Norse gets it to Tindor. Tindor brings it to the left. Looking inside where they've had their way pretty much. Gets inside to Hanson, who's having a heck of a start to the second quarter. Takes one dribble, up and good. She's got a quick 6 there, Travis. And we're now into a double-digit lead, 17-6 for Lander Valley.
And a blocking foul there on, it looks like Ryan Bell, number 11 for the Lady Valley Lady Tigers. That is a mouthful to say sometimes. But definitely, that is her second foul of the game, and it looks like team's third with 6:05 left in the half. And like you said, double-digit lead now for the Lady Wolverines, and as Savannah Martinez comes in to take the ball out of bounds.
And this could be, this is a mountain already to climb, ladies and gentlemen. If you weren't with us earlier, Jordanelle Anderson looks like she rolled her ankle, but we're not doctors, so we're not going to speculate any further than that. But she did walk off at the end under her own power, which was nice to see. But she is out with an injury, and we're going to get another quick foul against Lander Valley there as Fossey was trying to drive to the right. That's going to be against Taylene Tindor, and she's got her second. They're going to say the first, actually. That's her first. So team number 4, though. So Lander Valley starting to catch up a little bit in the foul department. Sheets with it on the right perimeter corner. She's going to swing it back up top. It's nice to see, actually, Jordanelle's back.
Yeah, Jordanelle came in a few minutes ago.
Okay, I missed that. Anderson back in. Usually this would be a time where I'm kind of shocked, and I'm sure Coach McIntosh has a plan here, and I hope it's not due to injury or sickness, but actually I don't know if I see her on the bench. It looks like we're going without Ella Judd tonight.
Yeah, I do not. I've got a little bit of a higher perspective than you do, partner, and I don't see Ella on the bench right now.
So that means Jordanelle being back, crucially important, and unfortunately fouls crucially important. Tindor going to drive down for Lander Valley. She kicks it back out. Bell gets it, swings it all the way around. It winds up in the hands of Winfield. Winfield back up top from 15 for number 13. That's Norse. Rebounded by Hanson. What a quarter she's having. Swings it over to Bell. Bell looking to go inside. Great front defense there by Engstrom. And please say they didn't just call a foul on her. They don't. A foul's going to go against Maddie Fossey. That's her fourth. But now for the next 4 minutes and 55 seconds, not bad considering how it started, Lander Valley will be shooting 2 free throws.
And that's going to be something important for these next 4 minutes and 55 seconds.
Darian Bell, I think, is shooting that free throw, number 3. Looks like. And she missed it. So a kind of a ongoing thing here for Lander Valley's missed free throws. Bell puts up the second one and finally gets one to go after 6 missed free throws total, 5 in a row. Fossey with it, trying to break the press. Gets it to Engstrom, back to Fossey. Fossey had Jordanelle Anderson, didn't see her, but they do break the press and winds up in Camden Sheets' hands with an 18-6 lead by Lander Valley. Sheets brings it in, gets blocked. Engstrom with the rebound, puts it up, can't score. Anderson goes up for the block, and they're going to quickly get a foul on, I think, Tindor. That is on Tindor. That is her second, so I was just a little early on that. And it's going to be team 5th. So immediately, Coach Stauffenberg going to sub out Tindor, going to put back in Winfield. Sheets underneath her own basket, looking to inbounds. Throws deep into the near three-point line to Fossey. Fossey back to Sheets on the baseline. Brings it up top, gets it to Fossey, over to Engstrom. Angstrom gets it to Martinez. Back in the game, still wearing the mask. She gets a screen from Jordan Anderson, almost a moving screen if she committed to it. Savannah looks to drive, kicks it to Sheets. Sheets looking, almost walked, but was able to get the pass off, and we wind up all the way back in Anderson's hands on the right corner. She drives, gets stripped by Norse, and Lander Valley comes away with the ball. Bell to Hanson. Hanson swings all the way to Winfield. Winfield for three. Bang.
And that's something that Lander Valley has not been able to hit. As it looks like Riverton calls a timeout. That three-point ball, if that starts dropping, Riverton's in trouble.
30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on KTAK.
Come on in, you're gonna love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of this rivalry Tuesday night between the Lander Valley High School Lady Tigers and your Riverton Lady Wolverines. It has all been Lander Valley, 21-6 with 4 minutes to play in the first half. Could have been much worse, though, partner, if they'd hit their free throws.
Absolutely, and like I said, it's going to happen at some point. If they continue to foul, Lander's going to start hitting those free throws.
Sheetswood gets it to Fedler on the left side. Riverton still going right to left on your radio dial. Ball in the sheet. She looks to go left, then brings up top. Hands it off to Olheiser. Olheiser drives, shoots from 13. Misses. Savannah with the rebound, and good. Savannah's first points in 2 games.
And that's important for her to see that ball go in for sure.
Lander Valley brings it down. They feed the post down to Norse. Norse kicks it back out to for a 3. No good. Rebound by Hanson, but it goes off her shoulder. She actually didn't truly secure the rebound, and it's going to be right back in Riverton's hands. A chance to cut this down to 11 or even a 10-point lead here in the first half. Stolen almost and then secured away by Norse, and a quick foul by Jordanelle Anderson.
And Jordanelle with a little frustration there. Again, the passing on the press is going to be very important. You don't want to make those long passes. You want to make those short passes, and that was a little bit of frustration there. And
okay, they don't signal the foul on Jordanelle Anderson. They give it to Gracie Olheiser. That's her first, team well over the limit, so 2 shots. First shot is up and good by Norse, hitting the free throw, so almost on cue. They start hitting their free throws now. They're third in a row as they hit the second.
I'm almost certain that foul should have been on 15, but I think the referees saw a 5 and just gave it to 25.
I do agree. Gracie was nowhere near that.
And he looked at she looked at Travis McIntosh.
Savannah trying to break the press, gets it stolen but seals it right back. Sheets drives in, shoots from 13, no good. Rebound by Hanson. She's able to tiptoe on the baseline and come away from Lander Valley. Swings it over to 3. 3 being Bell. Bell looks to drive, has to kick back out to Hanson. Hanson gets it over to Winfield. I'm kind of surprised Lander Valley hasn't tried to get Hanson back in the post again, as she had a quick 6 there early in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Riverton is not having a good time on defending the post, so I agree with you, partner.
Out to Norse. Norse gets it over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg looks to drive, but then kicks back out to Norse. Norse looking inside for Lander Valley. Has to pick up her dribble and pass it over all the way all around. Back to Hanson. Hanson back up top to Bell. And now we're just throwing around the perimeter. Now they finally, Stauffenberg looking to go inside. Does so. Looks up, puts it up, and in.
Powerful move there by Stauffenberg. And a good move as well off the dribble to get that scoop and score.
Inbounded, Lander Valley in the press still. Anderson gets it to Fedler. Fedler had Martinez for a second, just didn't see it. Sheets for 3, in and out. No good. Rebound by Stauffenberg of Lander Valley as they come down under 2 minutes to go. They want to increase that lead. Hanson looking to drive. It's there for her. She puts it up and is good.
And just like that, partner, they go back into the post again, 4 points quickly.
Hanson back in the post, gets her 10th point of the night. She has 5 field goals now, and we're going to get a quick timeout as Gracie was not breaking the press, was Olheiser, and McIntosh calls a quick TO. We're going to take that with them here on KTAK. Minute 37 in the first half, 27-8, all Lander Valley Lady Tigers.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. Lady Wolverines right now looking at a 19-point deficit to their arch rivals from just up the road. Lander Valley Lady Tigers 27-8, all Lander Valley. Could be much worse if Lander Valley had hit their free throws, but they missed 5 in a row, 6 total, and an unforced error right out of the timeout. Not what a coach wants to see coming out of a timeout. Olheiser just a little high, and Fedler couldn't get her hands completely around the ball. So a minute and a half to go, and Lander Valley looking to increase this lead to over 20.
And that's something that we talked about, Kevin, that, you know, the unforced turnovers we cannot have if we're going to have a game, make a game with a minute 17 in the first half.
Savannah with some Martinez with some active hands, swipes the ball out of bounds, but it'll stay with Lander Valley. They get it over to Stauffenberg. She shoots a three, no good. Rebound fought for. Rebound taken away by Bell of Lander Valley. Winfield thought about a three, faked it, but then brought it back down, and it winds up in Bell's hands as we go under a minute to play in the half. Darian Bell also on the court right now, so I'll start calling out first names for Lander Valley. Winfield gets up to Hanson. Hanson, you'd think she'd drive. She's had so much success with it.
Yeah,
Hand it off. Winfield out to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg, you can tell, pause, thought about a three. Stolen away by Fedler, winds up in Martinez's hands. Martinez gets it stolen right back by Ryan Bell. Ryan Bell's going to swing over to Winfield. Winfield swings up to Hanson, all the way back up top, back to Ryan Bell, over to Darian Bell. Darian looks to drive. She's stuck on the baseline now. She's got to get somebody. Does get it to the other Bell. Ryan looks to drive as we go under 20 seconds to play. She drives down, has to kick it back out. Ends up in Darian's hands all the way, swung around to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg looking for something as we go under 10 seconds. Winfield way away from the basket as we go under 5 seconds. She looks to drive. She puts it up, and it's good. Nice drive there by her. And there we go. The buzzer sounds, and we go to half. 29-8. Lander Valley Lady Tigers owning this rivalry in the first half here at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. We'll be right back with your WyoToday Media halftime show here on KTAK.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Wolverine basketball here on KTAK, which I just said. We got about 5 minutes left in the halftime here. Just a word, programming note, we'll be having a little bit longer halftime of the boys' game, as tonight is senior night already. Guess they wanted to do it when they thought they'd have a really big crowd here for the crosstown rival, so to speak. It's 29-8, all Lady Tigers of Lander Valley. A little bit on the point side for Lander Valley, Taylene Tendor has 2, Darian Bell has 1, Demi Stauffenberg has 4, Ryan Bell has 2, Layla Norse has 2, Whitney Hansen has 11, and Megan Winfield has 7. On your Lady Wolverines side of the score ledger, Paisley Jackson has 4, Sheets with 2, and Martinez with 2. Paisley got out to a quick start, but then the story of the half happened, Travis. Fouls.
Yeah, and that's going to be something that I am almost guaranteeing that Coach McIntosh is addressing in the locker room right now, is we've got to be smarter in this second half with the foul situation. That is something that needs to be addressed, and that's something that you just can't have. I mean, we had 9 fouls before the second quarter even started, and they were shooting 2 shots for most of the first half. And if you're Coach McIntosh, that can't happen. Now, granted, for a while they were unable to make those free throws, but then obviously the shots started falling. If you keep shooting free throws, finally at some point a free throw is going to hit, and then it's going to go downhill from there. Also, for me, one of the things I think needs to be addressed if you're Coach McIntosh and the Lady Wolverines is Whitney Hansen. In the second quarter, she had her way in the low post, and there was multiple Lady Wolverines around her. They need to be able to have that taken care of in the second half.
More to your foul troubles, I mean, the press is already causing nightmares for Riverton, and their primary ball handlers, Camden Sheets, McKay Fegler, and Paisley Jackson. Jackson has 3. Fegler has 3, one of those being the technical. She said a wordy dirt, as my grandmother would say. And then Sheets with 2. So it just depends on what kind of Lander Valley wants to do if we get one or two of those in serious deep foul trouble quickly. But we will be right back with second half action here as Lander Valley and Riverton face off in this rivalry matchup here on KTAK.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. I'm Kevin Shields, as always, alongside Travis Gupton. Say hi, Travis.
Hey, guys, and thank you. I want to say real quick thank you to everyone who said their good wishes to me and my fiance while we were out being sick, and I'm sorry that I missed the last game, but I'm glad to be back.
All right, we're going to start the third quarter, 29-8 all Lander Valley, as they have dominated the Riverton Lady Wolverines here early in this rivalry game. Lander Valley going to be going right to left, so Riverton will be going left to right on your radio dial. Lander Valley looking to swing it around the perimeter, trying to find a weakness, which you've heard me say before is kind of a standard thing. They wind up getting it over to Tindor. Tindor drives. She's cut off by Sheets. She winds up kicking it out to a wide-open Winfield for three, and she's good.
Good look there by Tindor for Winfield for the long three.
7:25 to go early in the third quarter, and immediately an unforced error on Riverton. Ball passed too high for Fegler, the intended target, and Jordan Anderson, who tried to save it. So we're in a 24-point deficit is Riverton, and Lander Valley looking to make it more here. Swings it to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg looks to drive. She's cut off by Anderson. She swings it back out to Bell, this time being Ryan Bell. Bell over to Winfield. Winfield goes inside to Bell. Bell looks to drive, has to kick it out to Hanson. Hanson, who had one heck of a second quarter, pulls it out, looks to reset the offense. Over to Bell in the corner. Back out to Hanson. Hanson over to Tindor. Tindor looking inside. There's nobody there, so she decides to just drive. She's stuck underneath the basket. Has to get out. Stauffenberg for three. No good. Rebound by Hanson. Hanson puts it back up and good. Hanson in the post again. I feel like I've said that.
And Lander Valley is very methodical on their offense in the end of the first half going into the second.
Anderson with it in the front court, gets it to Fegler in the corner, dribbles it up, and almost gets tied up. She winds up almost turning over. Jackson able to get a hold of it, puts it up for two, and no good. Fegler, Martinez, and Jackson all converge on the rebound. Martinez comes away with it, looking to drive down. She does so. She misses it off the backboard, and we've got another tied up ball. So jump ball, it's going to go to Riverton. Jordanelle Anderson and Hanson. That was more than just a jump ball. That was a struggle right there between those two.
And honestly, that's good to see if you're Riverton. Seeing some fight left in these girls.
Came to Sheets to Fegler for three. No good. Rebound to Stauffenberg from Lander Valley. 5:50 to go in the third. 34-8, all Lander Valley. They swing up top, get it to Hanson. She drives down. She's going to get a reach foul called, and she's going to go to the line after Savannah Martinez reached in there. Martinez was beat and had no choice but to reach in.
And
they're going to call it on Fegler. Okay. I'm getting confused on all those, but that's her fourth. Team first in the second half. Hanson at the line shooting two. Hits the first one up and good.
Hanson is starting off in the third quarter where she ended off in the second in the low post, getting the shot she wants.
So referee gets the ball back out to Hanson. Here she goes for her second free throw attempt. It is up and it is good.
And that's big for Lander because they're making the free throws now that they were missing in the first half.
Absolutely, 36-8. They're still in the press. 28-point lead. Sheets gets it to Jackson. Jackson up to Olheiser. Olheiser tries to get to Jackson. Almost loses it. Gets it back. Goes up with it. No good. Blocked. Taken away by Lander Valley. They almost lose it. Jordanelle Anderson getting all up in her grill. Almost causes a turnover. It goes out of bounds, though, and will remain Lander Valley ball.
That was a lot of stuff going on there. A lot of possible fouls there that the referees did not call, which I think are good. Let them play. Let them go.
Inbound to Tindor. Tindor's going to bring it up. She's on the right side of the key. As she drives down, kicks out to Hanson. Hanson on the perimeter, looking to go inside. She dribbles once, picks it up, gets it over to Tindor, who brings it right back up top. Tindor left open for a three. She's going to jack it, and it's going to be no good, but rebound goes to Bell. Bell takes it up, and it is no good, but we're going to get another foul against Riverton.
And that is something that, with Riverton, you've got to cut off that baseline. Even if they get the offensive rebound, cut off the baseline, make her kick it out, and have them reset. That way you can set your defense.
Foul against Martinez. That's her first, team second of the half. Bell with the free throw up and no good. Takes a couple dribbles, spins the ball. Bell with her second free throw up and no good. Rebound by Jackson. Jackson looking to come out of it, but she's going to get stolen right back by Bell. Bell tries to find Hanson, and it goes out of bounds, though. Hanson unable to recover that for Lander Valley. It'll be Riverton ball with 4:45 to go in the third quarter.
And they are setting up the press already is Lander Valley, and that's, again, we're going to see long pass and a steal.
Stolen by Winfield. Winfield comes away with, gets it to Tindor. Tindor looking to drive. She takes it all the way to the basket. They're going to call a foul on Gracie Olheiser, I do believe.
That's number one.
Nope, they're going to say number one. I'm getting that all sorts of confused. So that's Paisley Jackson, her fourth, team third, with 4:34 to go. Already three quick fouls starting out just like it started in the first half. But Bell, just like the first half for Lander Valley, misses a free throw.
And again, that is, I don't know what to say about that because, that's something that needs to be changed if you're the Lander Valley Lady Tigers. You got to address those free throws.
Free throw number two is up, and it is good. So good for Ryan Bell. She'd missed 4 free throws in a row and finally gets one to fall. Riverton trying to break the press. They do so with Jordanelle Anderson. Jordanelle's got to watch those elbows, too.
Yeah.
She's frustrated. We know she rolled her ankle somewhat. She's probably not feeling 100%, and it looks like she's got some purpose behind everything she swings.
Yeah, and that's, you got to watch that. Your emotions got to stay in check for sure.
Up top, we got Riley Johnson in the game for the first time. She gets it over to Sheets, who gets it all the way back. It winds up in Johnson's hands again. She shoots a three. She misses. Rebound by Olheiser is up and good. Hoop and harm.
Good job there by Olheiser being on the weak side of the basket, getting that offensive rebound and going back up. Did not dribble, went straight back up. Always a good thing if you do that with the N1.
Lady Tigers' first foul of the half is going to go against Megan Winfield. That's her first. Team first. Olheiser going to get a chance to complete the traditional three-point play. Takes one dribble, puts it up, and it is no good. Rebound comes away to Lander Valley's Bell. Bell looking to bring it up. She gets it over to Tindor. Tindor for three. No good, although it did draw net, so it kind of looked good for a moment. Rebound by Riverton. Riverton looking, they have some numbers, but they wisely, in my opinion, decide to slow it down. Johnson to Sheets. Sheets looking to drive down. Sheets for three. No good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds and go over to Lander Valley here with 3:33 to go in the third quarter.
Lander Valley is, they look, the offenses look different. Lander Valley is definitely more methodical. Riverton not as methodical on their end.
Tindor looking to drive, gets stopped. She has to dish it out to Norse. Norse gets it over to Bell. Bell looks to drive. Nice crossover, but they're going to call an offensive foul. Away from the ball, that foul is going to go against number one. That's Taylin Tindor. That's her third. Team second of the second half. And it sets up the press for Lander Valley. Inbounded by Riverton. Long pass. Almost taken away. They're going to say it was touched out of bounds by Lander Valley. Just these long desperation passes to break the press are not helping. But Sheets inbounds to Olheiser. Down 27 are the Lady Wolverines, and the ball is tipped away by Tindor and out of bounds. That's kind of risky there on the perimeter when you have three fouls, as Taylene Tindor does for the Lady Tigers.
But that's Taylene Tindor's way. She will play hard until the buzzer ends in the fourth quarter.
Swinging around the perimeter is the Lady Wolverines. Over to Johnson. Johnson picks up her dribble as she brings it up top. Gets it Anderson. Anderson to Olheiser on the right wing. Back up top to Engstrom. Engstrom looking. Gets it over to Sheets. Almost another unforced turnover. Sheets brings up. Shoots for three. Good!
That was planned, Kevin. That was 100% planned. Almost out of bounds, just so everybody thought it was going to be a three.
37-13, under 2:25 to play. Bell brings it all the way down, puts it up, and no good. Rebound comes down to Sheets.
No press this time by Lander Valley, except
Sheets
for the one person.
trying to break Tindor, and now she's picked up her dribble. She's in trouble. She was not nearly out of bounds yet, tried to still throw it off the ankle. Timeout is going to be called on the floor by Coach McIntosh. It's going to be a full timeout, it looks like. So we're going to have full timeout. We're going to pay some bills. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton, I almost said Lander Valley. Riverton Wolverine basketball here at Lander Valley. 37-13, just over 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. All Lady Tigers of Lander Valley. Gracie Olheiser brings it up, almost throws away, but Johnson able to track it back down. And we're going to get another foul on Tindor. That's her fourth. She's playing with intensity, but maybe a little too much there. It's team's third foul, her fourth foul here with just under now 2 minutes. And way away from the basket. No reason to commit that. Olheiser gets the inbound pass and gets it up to Martinez. Martinez hands it off to Johnson. Johnson dribbles in, tries to feed the post on a bounce pass, easily stolen away by Norse. Norse is going to bring it up the sideline, gets it over to Bell. Bell tries to get to Tindor, and it goes out of bounds. And I think we're about to see Darian Bell come in for Tindor. That is indeed the case, as the turnover happens, and it'll go over to Riverton with 1:40 to go in the third quarter.
And if you are Coach Stauffenberg, you're good with having Tindor play as tough as she does. But like you said, you got to be smart when you play tough.
Olheiser facing the press, gets it to Johnson. Johnson Martinez gets over the timeline, gets it to Engstrom. Engstrom tries to drive down, tries a very not An unwise pass, shall we say, to try and get to Olheiser, and it is stolen away. Lander Valley looks to break, and then they have to slow it down. They're in their half court, over to Darian Bell. Bell in the corner, brings up top, looks inside, but has to kick it out to Layla Norse. Norse gets it over to Stauffenberg. Norse sets the screen. Stauffenberg uses it, but can't do anything with it. Swings it all the way back around to Ryan Bell. Bell feeds Darian Bell. She misses from up close, an easy shot that she wishes she could have back most likely. They swing all the way to Hanson. Now Hanson's going to drive, and guess what? She's going to score.
And there was no one in the middle for the Lady Wolverines. Once she was able to get past, she was able to go.
Hanson just racking up the points here. It's 39-13 with under 40 seconds playing the third. Olheiser with it up top. Swings it over to Johnson. Johnson getting extended playing time today due to partially probably because she earned it, partially because of foul trouble, but it's stolen away again. Martinez with a nice pass. She's trying to bring it all the way down. She's got a wide open player, and she's going to be called for a walk. No! They're going to bail her out with the foul. So she had a wide open Gracie Olheiser come down the middle, Travis.
Yeah, she did, and I mean, I don't know. Like I looked like she saw her, but she decided to try to go, I guess, for a foul, and she got bailed out, like you said, and now she's up to the line for one shot.
Foul on Norris, so she's shooting foul. First shot is up and no good. Martinez, she leaves it short. It's a team's fourth foul, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So fouls a little more even in this half, 4-3. Martinez with her second shot is up and good. Her first points of the second half. Lander Valley brings it up as clock goes under 15 seconds playing the third. Bell with it on the side. She gets it up top to Hanson, swings it over to Darian Bell. Darian Bell going to drive, puts it up, and no good. Rebound by Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg with the putback is no good with 1 second left. Rebound comes down to Riverton, and that'll be the end of the third. So 8 minutes to play here at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse in Lander, Wyoming. All Lady Tigers, all home team, 39-14 over your Lady Wolverines. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter here on KTAK.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back to KTAK's continuing coverage of Riverton High School basketball. We're at the beginning of the fourth. Lander Valley will have the ball going right to left, and they have a 25-point lead here as we enter the final quarter. At this point, probably nothing that Riverton can do about the score. Want to see some hard play and see some good execution here, Travis.
Absolutely, and for Lander Valley, for both teams, really, if you're going to get to the line, make your shots. That's going to be something you need to look at.
Winfield drives down the lane and scores for Lander Valley to start out the scoring of the fourth quarter, 41-14 now. The press still in effect. Gets up to Martinez. Martinez tries to get it over to Engstrom. She has to jump and save the ball, and she does. It goes all the way out to Camden Sheets. Out top, she puts her thumb down to signal in the play. Gets it to Fegler on the right wing. Fegler looking underneath. Feeds Engstrom. Engstrom backs down, puts it up. No good, and draws a foul. So positive there out of that play.
And absolutely, and it honestly, being able to slow the ball down up at the point was very important. They didn't rush anything to able to set up that low post shot and the foul.
Engstrom going line for 2. That foul was on Darian Bell. First shot for Haley is up and good.
And that's good to see if you're the Lady Wolverines, being able to get the shot, getting to the free throw line, and getting a free throw to drop.
Second one is up and no good.
But Martinez with a steal.
Martinez gets steal. rejected, stolen them back away, and now I think we're going to get a foul against Riverton most likely. But maybe not. Yes, we are. Foul's going to go against 23. Savannah Martinez, that's her second, team fourth of the second half.
Good offensive board there by Martinez, though, so that's something you're looking forward to in the next game.
Going to bring it down. Riverton now 50% from the free throw line. They've only shot 4, though. So swung around the perimeter by Lander Valley. They look to drive, kicks it open for a wide open 3. No good. Missed by Winfield. Rebound comes down to Norse. Norse up top to Hanson. Hanson faked the 3. She drives down, finds Winfield on the perimeter again, and that 3 is good.
And that was all started by that baseline drive on the kick out after the miss.
44-15, 6:30 to go in the game. Sheets gets it to Martinez, who fumbles it away, taken away by Winfield. Winfield from 15 is up and good. She's having herself a fourth quarter, Travis.
Absolutely.
We're going to get a timeout here on the floor. I do believe by Coach Mack, but not 100% sure, as I didn't see it. So, no, it's a 30-second timeout by Lander Valley. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Welcome back to KTAK and Riverton Wolverine basketball. We're here with the Lady Wolverines as they trail Lander Valley in this arch rival matchup by 31 with 6:20 to go in the game. Sheets with the ball. They're doing the thumbs down play. That worked last time, so let's see here. They go to the other side this time to Fegler. They immediately try and double team, triple team, a trap. Nice pass to Jordan L. Anderson, and it's up and good.
And again, that low post is something that we need to look at in the next game because it's been there. We just haven't been able to execute.
Tindor brings it up. She's back in the game. That should be a charge. It is, and that is going to be Tindor's 5th. She is going to be disqualified for the rest of the game.
And great defensive awareness on who had the ball and being ready because that could have gone either way. It was a risky foul, but it worked.
And Jordan L. Anderson playing great on both sides of the ball here, playing with great effort. She gets the points, and then she gets the charge drawn. Tindor out of the game, one of the starts for Lander Valley as her 5th foul as we go under 5:45 to play. Sheets with it. Fegler back up to Sheets, over to Jackson. Jackson looking inside. Jordanelle had position. She just didn't pass it. Takes a 15-footer, leaves it well short. It was well contested. She did have Anderson underneath with position, though.
And that's something, Coach McIntosh will talk about in practice, being able to know where your person is under the basket.
Lander Valley bringing it up. Let's see if they look for Winfield. Winfield has all their points this half. She's got 7 total so far and 19 on the game, actually.
And she's moving in and out. She's wanting to go and cut to the post, but getting cut off each time.
Over to Hanson. Hanson back up to Stauffenberg, looking into the post where Ryan Bell's trying to post up. Says she drives down, gets caught, gets it out to Winfield. Winfield brings up, says let's settle it down. And Lander Valley gets the ball stolen on a pass intended for Hanson. Jackson, but Hanson able to swipe the ball out of bounds, but it'll stay with Riverton. Riverton on some of these steals, they do get a few, and they look to break, and they don't actually, they're not cognizant, they're not paying attention to the numbers. That should have been one to stop it and get everybody down. But on the inbounds, winds up with Jackson for 3, short from 3. Stauffenberg with the rebound as we go under 4:45 to play in the game. Bell's going to take it all the way up and good.
And Bell, again, was able to get to the basket with no problem whatsoever. The defense to the low post and the drive is not there for the Lady Wolverines.
Back up to the 31-point game. Fegler gets it to Jackson. Jackson for 3 again. Going to leave it short. Fegler with the rebound. Shoots for 15, is up and good.
And no one was around Fegler there, so she was able to take that shot with relative ease.
Lander Valley going to bring it up. They lead 48-19 over your Lady Wolverines.
I would not be surprised if they don't look for that baseline drive again. especially with Winfield with the ball.
Bell over to Hanson. Hanson thinks about the three twice. Doesn't take it, gets it back out to Bell. Bell signaling in the play, gets it back to Hanson. Hanson thought about three. She's going to look to drive. Dishes to Bell. Bell takes it down the middle. Up and no good. Rebound is up and no good by Lander Valley. And it's going to come away into Haley Ingstrom's hands. She gets it to Camden Sheets. The thing I don't get there was Camden was looking to go down the court. And Haley Ingstrom was in trouble. You got to go to the ball there. Camden finally gets it over the timeline, and they set the play. Over to Anderson on the wing. Back up to Sheets. Sheets signals in the play. Back over to Fegler. Fegler gets a screen from Anderson, but has to give it up to Ingstrom. Ingstrom to Sheets. Sheets double team. Tries to go inside to Ingstrom. Ball stolen away by Winfield. Winfield now on the break. She gets it to Hanson. Hanson she'll fake the three. She won't take the three. She drives down, and just look at that. Oh, she missed an easy one, though. She does miss the easy one. So a little bit of a break there, as that would have made it 50-19 as we go under 3 minutes to play.
But a good move there on that move, a little give and go there on her.
Ingstrom with the screen, frees up Jackson for 15. In and out, rebound by Ingstrom. Ingstrom goes back up with it, and it is good.
And it looked like Ryan Bell was trying to draw a foul there. Referee had none of it.
All right, on the other side, Bell brings it down. She kicks it to Norse. Norse underneath to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg loses control. Fegler with the steal, and they're going to call a foul. And, that was a look by Hanson at the ref. We have seen a technical today, though, so foul's going to go against Whitney Hanson, her first, team 7th. So it's going to be 1-1 for the next 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Out comes Anderson and Sheets. And Fegler goes to the line for 1-1. Takes a couple dribbles. Shot is up and is good.
And for the Lady Wolverines, being able to make the free throws, partner, you talked about, they can't do much about the score, but looking for important plays that you can talk about going into practice next week.
Second one is up and good by Fegler. So Lander Valley brings it up as we go under 2:25. Swinging around the horn, they wind up with Norse. Norse almost stolen. They're going to call a blocking foul against Haley. Haley Ingstrom, I do believe that's going to be her third, team 5th. Yes, that is indeed correct, as we have 2:17 to play. Much better discipline, though, on the defensive side by Riverton in the second half. Only 5 fouls. They had 5 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the first half. Hanson gets it, drives all the way down, misses. Rare miss for her on a drive, but it was well defended.
Yeah, she had about 3 Lady Wolverines just waiting for her at the basket. And like I said, the Lady Wolverines took away the baseline, took away the drive, and that's what you get.
Ball is out of bounds. Lander Valley gets it after the stop. They get it to Hanson. This time she goes underneath. She's going to get the block called here, and it's going to go against Paisley Jackson. That's going to be it for her. That's her 5th, team 6th. So Paisley in a newfound starting role past couple of games. Fouls out with 2:02 to go. Camden Sheets is going to come in for her, and Hanson's going to go to the line for 2 shots here and to try and get her first points of the 4th quarter.
And good job by Paisley in this game, even though it's not the outcome you want, as number 15 makes the shot there from the free throw line. Paisley did a really good job in the starting role, and I expect her to be in the starting lineup a little bit more often as the season progresses.
Hanson with the second one is up and hits all iron, but does go down and in. Fegler's going to bring it up. She's going to drive down. She could have gotten closer, shot a running 13-footer and missed, but rebound by Haley Ingstrom. Ingstrom now trapped, gets it to Martinez. They need to get out of the corner, and Martinez does. Martinez looking to drive. She almost loses control of it. How that wasn't a double dribble, I don't know, but maybe it was tipped. Out to Olheiser. Olheiser to Fegler. Fegler can't control it. Ingstrom has it, but she is trapped. We're going to get a jump ball. And we do. Minute 34 to go in the game. 27-point lead. Lander Valley 50, Riverton 23. Student section filling up now, Travis, as we look towards. We're going to get a extended halftime, ladies and gentlemen, during the boys' game, so we're told. I do wonder if maybe because they didn't do anything for the girls yet, if they'll do something that Rabun County does, where I'm moving from, which is they do it between the games.
And that's very possible, but then you have to warm up, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, I would think if you were going to do extended and take everybody out, you do it then.
Right.
So Fegler on the inbounds gets it over to Johnson's getting a lot of playing time tonight. To Sheets. Sheets has to give it up to Martinez. Martinez pulling it back out, looks to drive again. She drives into coverage. She's blocked. Rebound by Haley Engstrom. Up and good!
Good job
Hoop
there.
and harm for Haley Engstrom. So she's going to get another shot, a traditional three-point play. Foul's going against number 13, Layla Norris, her third. That's team 8th. So she's going to get a chance to get 3 points here. Engstrom takes a couple dribbles, puts the free throw up, and it is good.
Engstrom's been really responsive here in this fourth quarter. A couple offensive rebounds and a couple putbacks.
Lander Valley going to bring it up court as we go into under 1 minute to play. They swing it over to 34, who I don't have on the roster. That Ernie Over was nice enough to show us. So I guess that's a player who's getting maybe their first action of the year. So congratulations on them getting a chance to play varsity. They're in no hurry, obviously, big lead, but they're going to drive down. Oh, and that was a bit of a hack as we see Hanson go down. Foul's going to be on 23, Savannah Martinez. I do believe that is her third. It is team 7th, but it's going to be a shooting foul anyway with 38.4 left. You kind of do wonder why the leading scorer for them has been between Winfield and Hanson all night as Hanson misses the first. I'm kind of surprised that Hanson's still in the game this late.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, yes and no for me. I mean, with this lead that you have, you want to obviously save your starters as Hanson gets ready for the second free throw and misses. Offensive rebound and then a jump ball, it looks like, which it is. Another one, Kevin. But Hanson obviously, I can understand it from the coach's perspective, get her reps in, but obviously you want to make sure she stays healthy.
That was my worry, was Andrea. They get back up to Hanson. Hanson outside at 34. 34 going to look, drive, kicks it back to Hanson. Hanson fakes the three, fakes a 15-footer then. Gets it at 34, who puts it up and good.
And what a response by the Lander Valley bench for that shot there.
Very happy. She's got her name on her back. I just can't read it from this far in my older age. Stolen right away by Aggie Brown, seeing her first action for Lander Valley as we go under 10 seconds. But it's stolen away by number 3, Brown. The last second shot is up and no good. And Lander Valley, the students erupt as they celebrate a win here. 52-26, doubling up their arch rivals from Riverton. So, we will be right back here with the WyoToday, not the WyoToday. We'll be right back with the Click It or Ticket post-game show here on KTAK.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has three components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're gonna love it.
Welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK. Final score from Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse: the Lander Valley Lady Tigers 52, the Riverton Lady Wolverines 26. As far as point scoring goes for Lander Valley, they were led by Whitney Hansen, had 14 from the field and 5 free throws for 19 total points, and Megan Winfield, who had 9 from the three-point stripe, 8 from the field, 8 more from the field for 17. Tindor with 4, Darian Bell with 2, Stauffenberg with 5, Ryan Bell with 6, Layla Norse with 2, and number 34, who is
Aislinn Donahue.
She had 2. On the Riverton side, not a whole lot, but more people in the scoring. Unlike last game where they had 4, you got 7 who scored points today. Paisley Jackson had 4, McKay Fagler with 2, Haley Engstrom with 6, Jordanelle Anderson with 2, Savannah Martinez with 3, Gracie Olheiser with 2, and our Papa Murphy's player of the game, Camden Sheets, finishes the game with 7. So that's been it for the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We will have the boys' side of things here in just a few minutes, and we'll be right back with our pregame show sponsored by Bailey Tire and Auto Service here on KTAK.
Start the process.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear: the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Welcome to the Bailey Tire and Auto pregame show here on KTAK. It is time for the Riverton Wolverines versus the Lander Valley Tigers here at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. This is the big one. This is the rivalry game. We had just finished up the girls. Lander Valley taking home the trophy there. So Riverton finishing up their warm-ups, as is Lander Valley. And this ought to be a good one, Travis.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of those ones that I've heard about, and I go back to what I said earlier. You can throw records out. I feel like this is going to be one really good game. and I'm looking forward to it. This Lander Valley team is better than a 3-6 record is what they're coming in as. I've seen them play in the Bill Stranigan tournament, and they look a lot better than a 3-6 team. I'm looking forward to this one. This is going to be fun.
All right, and we're getting ready, I do believe, for the starting lineups here. The game is obviously going to come down to Riverton obviously staying out of foul trouble. They don't like to go overly deep, although they have started getting some serious minutes from Derek DeVries and from Hunter Houck, and Monroe making his first appearance in a varsity game this year last week as well. Ty Sheets getting some limited play. They do dress out with Braden Matisi as well, and roughly about half to three-quarters of the JV team. And we're going to roll right into our Sutherland's starting lineups. For the visitors, our Riverton Wolverines, it's going to look very similar here as far as it's going to be Jason Vincent, number 0, Parker Paxton, number 12, Derek Lang, number 20, number 23, Tanner Johnson, and number 45, Lucas Engel. And we're going to be right back as they take a few minutes to recognize their seniors here on Senior Day at Lander Valley. We'll have the Lander Valley starting lineup right after this on KTAK.
To be healthier, you may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Travis, I didn't catch any names right there, but that looks like they're honoring one of our great Fremont County residents here at Lander Valley. So we don't have a name, but we do want to put him on camera here and let all Fremont County celebrate, because while this may be a heated rivalry, we all are Wyoming and Fremont County residents here. So applause for him as they honor him. I understand he's going to get a plaque permanently displayed.
Yeah, and what he's got right there, I got a good look at it. It's a nice little wooden plaque there with some engravings. It looks like he was a former official from what I heard over the PA, so a great honor for him for sure.
Well, that's awesome for him. We do have a fairly great crowd here as they go into the starting lineups. And as we already said, our Sutherland starting lineups, we've got the same old, Travis, which works well for us. Jason.
Absolutely, and it's going to be something that we're going to need to work. It's going to be fun to see them play. I haven't seen them in a week, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
And I do love the fact that Kate Gabrielson has seemingly invented a handshake for every single starter, a different one for each one. So he's going to be the crowd next to us going wild for Tanner. Tanner, the young ladies are paying a little attention to you here, as they and Lucas Engel as well. So. The two big starters here. Of course, Lucas Engel, all-state in football this year. Tanner Johnson, I do believe, was the kicker, actually, or so I was told. And now for Lander Valley, who's got the pep band here, a little bit smaller than Riverton's, but that's to be expected, a little bit smaller classification. And a student section that is packed, though. So their starting lineup is going to be number 3. Their Sutherland starting lineup going to be number 3, Kellen Donahue. Number 4, Jace LeClaire. Number 5, Tanner Bird. Number 23, Brennan Stauffenberg. And number 11, Tisso Guino. Did I get it right?
Tisso Guino there, Kevin.
Tisso Guino. They are coached by Coach Mullins. Of course, as always, Riverton is coached by Coach Bo Sheets. And we will be right back with the opening tip in this rivalry game.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. so you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value.
And we're back. The opening tip is going to go to Tanner Johnson off Lucas Engel's tip. Paxson with it, gets it to Vincent. Riverton going right to left on your radio dial. Vincent looks to drive, hits Engel. Engel had an open 15-footer, pass it up, gets it to Paxson on the left wing. He's going to pass up top. Tanner going to reset, looks to drive, gets a screen from Engel, has to give it up to Paxson. Lander Valley in man-to-man. Engel doesn't set the screen fully there, looking to fake him out a little bit. And Vincent with the ball. He looks to drive. He's going to go up and good!
Good, strong
Quick
move.
2 by Jason Vincent, who went in there with the trees and came away with a bucket. 2-0 Riverton with 7:23 to go in the first quarter. They're going to get it over to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg sporting a little bit of the cornrows tonight. Stauffenberg's going to get an event. He's going to get a foul against, or a turnover at least. Was that 3 seconds there?
I didn't see
or he touched the line, something. Anyway, turnover by Lander Valley. 5-second call. Thank you, sir, in front of me. It's going to go over to Riverton. Paxton's going to bring it up. Great defense there by Vincent to cause the 5 seconds. Johnson to Engel up top. Engel swings over to Vincent. Vincent looking to drive baseline. He's cut off by Bird. Tanner Bird. Back over to Vincent in the corner. He gets up to Tanner Johnson. Johnson looking to drive. He's cut off. He shoots a 3. No good. Way off target. Rebound comes away by LeClaire from Lander Valley. He gets it to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg up top to Gwynna. Gwynna looks to drive. Nice pass. Up and no good though by Tanner Bird. They kick it out to Stauffenberg, and they're going to call him for a walk. That's his second turnover in his many possessions.
What a look there by Tisso Gwynna. A no-look pass through the arms of a Riverton defender. Only thing that missing was the make.
Now look at the student sections getting it. This is the best student section Riverton's had all year. And it's an away game. And they are trading chance. Johnson finds Vincent underneath. Vincent looks to kick it out to Paxton for 3. Bam! Parker Paxton from way downtown. 5-0, 6:12 to go in the first quarter.
And if you're Riverton, you were having a blast with the offensive movement. The ball's moving great, and it's looking good.
Gwynna gets it over to Donahue. Donahue to Gwynna, back over to Bird. Bird up top to Gwynna. Gwynna looks to drive, gets a really good pass again, but it's tipped away. But it does stay in Lander Valley's hands, gets it back to Gwynna. Gwynna going to shoot a 3. No good. Tanner Johnson skies for the rebound and gets it. Paxton now with the ball. He comes over the timeline. He's looking to drive. He holds up, gets it to Vincent. Vincent off a screen from Engel. Vincent, he looked for the 3. He just said no to it. Johnson with it. Engel with the screen, looks to pick and roll. They take neither option. Out to Paxton. Paxton looking to drive to Jason Vincent, Vincent resets the offense. He looks to drive. He goes up and good! Quick 7-0 run by your Riverton Wolverines. Quickly down on the other side, Lander Valley. Quick-paced game here, Travis. Up top, Stauffenberg from 15, no good. Rebound by Paxton. Paxton looks to break. He's got Engel and Johnson with him, but he slows it up and gets in the half-court set. I was about to say Lang thought about the 3, but I know better than that. Inside to Engel. Engel up and good! Quick timeout. It's all Riverton. 4:52 to go in the first quarter. 9-0 Wolverines. We'll be right back on KTNK.
Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. The boys in maroon have ran off with a big lead early, Travis. 9-0 in the first 3 minutes and 8 seconds.
And I'll tell you right now, Riverton is looking good on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. They're making everything go right for them.
Gwynna's going to bring it up into the half court. They're going to start to run their offenses. Lander Valley swung around the court. Carter Ayers now in for Lander Valley with the ball. Swings it up top. They get it back over to Gwynna on the left wing. Back up top to Donahue. Donahue looks to drive. They find Carter Ayers for a three. He misses everything. Airballed, and you know they're going to give them grief. And underneath, Lucas Engel and Chase LeClaire fought for the rebound, and it wound up being jump ball number 1, but like the 8,000th we've seen tonight. 4:28, still 9-0. Inbounded in the post. Tanner Johnson with quick hands keeps it away from Stauffenberg, and it goes out of bounds, so we'll do that all over again.
And I'll tell you right now, Gwynna has some oomph on those passes.
Inbounded out to Donahue. Donahue up top to LeClaire. Back over to Donahue on the left wing. He looks to drive, has to find Carter Ayers. Ayers over to Gwynna. Gwynna down low to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg back out to Gwynna. Gwynna swings it over to Ayers. Ayers is going to look it over to Donahue. Good defense here in what looks to be a 2-3 zone. And Kate Gabrielson, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, in the game for your Wolverines. Swinging around the post, you got to be able to shoot over it, and they're seemingly finding nothing in this zone. They swing it over to Carter Ayers. Ayers looks inside. He has nobody there. They get it to LeClaire. This zone is stifling, and they get a walk out of it to the Wolverines. Turnover number 3.
And all of that from Lander Valley, all the passing, nothing came from that except for a turnover.
And they say high school rivalries sometimes don't matter. These student sections are telling us otherwise, Travis.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you right now, from somebody that used to play, it's going to feed these athletes like you haven't seen all season.
Paxton to Engel. Engel cross-court pass to Tanner Johnson. Johnson drives, puts it up and in. Tanner Johnson with his first 2 of the evening, 11-0. Wolverines. Gwynna looks to drive. Nice pass into the new. It looks like we're going to get a jump ball. We do by Jason Vincent. And boy, is he fired up.
He's got some swagger right there. He's got the hair flapping. Everything's going right for Lang, and he's just having some fun.
Paxton going to come out. DeVries' first varsity game in this rivalry game. Gabrielson with it now, over to DeVries. Lander Valley trying to press. Gabrielson brings up, gets it to DeVries again. DeVries across the timeline, over to to Gabrielson, down low to Engel. Vincent with it on the wing, gets it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson for 3, no good. Rebound by Tanner Johnson, though. But I think it hit DeVries' ankles as they were going down on the ground for it, and it's going to be out of bounds to Lander Valley. 3:04. If you're just joining us, remember you can watch all the action on WyoToday's YouTube page and Facebook page, as well as our new app. So go out there and download that thing. Or you can listen here on KTAK. It is 11-0. All Riverton Wolverines early. And again, in the 2-3 zone is Riverton. They're keeping everything out on the perimeter here, Travis.
Absolutely, and then as soon as we say that, though, Gwynna with another nice pass. Gwynna has got that vision on a court. He is an excellent point guard. He knows the passes. The only problem is there's no one that can make the basket, at least so far in the first quarter, for the Lander.
He found Abe Lopez, who was fouled by Jason Vincent. So it'll be 2 shots. Lopez's first shot is up and no good. The Riverton students just giving him heck.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you right now, partner, like this is an atmosphere that I miss. I love this.
Engel gets subbed out as we are going to get Lang back in the game, and he misses the second one, so still the big goose egg for Lander Valley. 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Paxton back in. Now, this early lead able to get this not-so-deep team a lot of rest. Early on as we go under 2:30 to play in the first quarter. Paxton's going to shoot a long one. He's going to be good!
That was a heat check by Parker Paxton.
14-0, 2:17. Gwynna just says, I'll take it myself. He goes completely out of control, turns it over, and Riverton students and fans are rocking. 14-0, 2:13 to play in the first quarter. Engel comes back in. He's going to get Tanner Johnson his first breather. So right now we got Gabrielson, DeVries, Paxton, Lang, and Engel in the game here. Full court press on. They didn't learn from the last team that pressed Riverton, though. Parker is press proof, it seems. Parker gets it now. He's going to drive down. He brings it back up from the perimeter. Gets it to Gabrielson up top, who's also rocking a little bit of the man bun and cornrows. Paxton on the perimeter. And the Go Big Red going out. DeVries down low to Lang. Lang's going to swing it all the way to Gabrielson. Gabrielson down low to Engel. Engel's going to look to push. He doesn't. He gets it back out to Lang. Not a great pass to Lang. And we go to the floor, and Lander Valley comes away with it as we go under a minute 30 to play in the first quarter. All Wolverines. Now the Wolverines in a man-to-man, it seems. They are going to switch it up, and now right back into the zone as they showed man and went back zone. Gwenna's going to drive down. He's going to turn it over for turnover number 5.
He almost passed that right
DeVries has to pick it up, get it over to Gabrielson as he almost lost it.
Sorry, partner. Gwenna almost passed the ball right into Engel's hands.
Paxton to Gabrielson to DeVries. DeVries out to Lang. Lang's going to look to drive. He's going to hit Paxton, who's open. Oh, no good. Rebound by Lander Valley as we go under 1 minute to play.
And Lang had a great look there for Parker Paxton, just a little short.
Gwenna looking to drive, says he'll do it himself. Engel says, no, you won't. Rejected. Paxton comes away with it. Gabrielson coming back to help against the press. Back over to Paxton. Paxton going to set the offense as we have 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Gabrielson back over to Paxton on the way away from the right perimeter. Over to DeVries. DeVries back over to Paxton. Are they playing for the last second shot, you do wonder. DeVries to Paxton to Gabrielson. Gabrielson, Paxton, DeVries is what they're kind of doing. Eventually, Abe Lopez comes up, puts some pressure on, so they'll get 5 seconds. Gwenna comes up, puts pressure. They are playing for the last one. Gabrielson with the ball as we go under 9, 8. Gabrielson looking to drive, gets it to DeVries. DeVries saw about 3, shoots from 18, no good. Rebound by Lander Valley. They're going to throw it all the way down to try and score. Nothing. So at the end of 1, Riverton Wolverines 14, Lander Valley Tigers, Goose Egg. We'll be right back here on KTAK.
Be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton basketball. It has been all Wolverines, Travis.
Yeah, absolutely. And with, like we talked about in the first quarter, which it seemed like flew by, with them not having a deep bench, taking a 14-0 lead going into second, now you can probably slow down your offense a little bit and be able to rest those legs for the really important third and fourth quarters.
Looks like we've got all starters in with a couple of exceptions. Abe Lopez and Carter Ayers starting out the second quarter, but on the Riverton side, the starters are back in. They've got some extended breaks there with DeVries and Gabrielson getting some looks. Inbound is going to be to Lander. Gwenna's going to bring it up. They're going left to right on your radio dial here on KTAK. Swings to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg looking to drive against Vincent. Vincent is a beast on the defensive side. They're going to get 3. He's going to drive, take a shot. He misses. Offensive rebound, though, after the Donahue miss. Donahue gets it to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg over to Gwenna. Gwenna for 3. No good. Offensive rebound, number 2 of that possession, though. They get it to Donahue. Donahue drives down, gets it out to Carter Ayers. Ayers to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg going to get it up to Gwenna. 7:18 and counting to play in the half. 14-0 still. Lander just cannot get that iron skillet off the basket. Driven by Ayers. Ayers almost turns it over. Winds up in Gwenna's hands. Gwenna keeping it in control. Almost looking to trap was Vincent. They get 3 by Stauffenberg. No good. Tanner Johnson with the rebound. We're now at 9 minutes. No scores. Stolen away by Lopez. Can he score? He does.
And it was one of those things that, you know, it was going to happen. you had to get the two. Lander was going to get a score. We knew it was coming.
And the Lander Valley students lost their mind on it. Maybe this will make this a more competitive game. Paxson with it, gets it down to Lang. A little bit low pass, but Lang can't get it. Gets it back up top to Johnson. Johnson to Paxson. Paxson guarded by Gwynna. Paxson calling for the screen. He doesn't get it, though. Johnson brings it over to Vincent. Vincent gets a screen from Engel. Gwynna all over him. I think that was a foul, but it's going to be a jump ball, it looks like, as it goes down. Parker Paxson and Donahue for Lander Valley tied up. 6:21 to play in the half. 14-2 Wolverines.
And obviously one of the things that Riverton's going to look for is, now that Lander scored, turn the turbo back up on the offense.
Paxson to Johnson. Johnson back over to Paxson. Over to Vincent. It seems the Lander Valley High School concession folks burned some popcorn.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. I'm hoping we don't get a fire alarm.
As we can smell it all the way in here. Vincent to Paxson. Paxson back to Vincent. Vincent on the left wing. He looks over, gets it back to Paxson. A long three. No good. Tanner was crashing the boards, but the long rebound goes out to Lander Valley. Gwynna brings it up, finds Lopez. Lopez looks, gets it back up to Gwynna. There's Vincent on him. Looks like they've gone back to man-on-man, has Riverton. Screen set by Ayers. Gwynna pops free, gets it over to Donahue. Donahue looks to come up top with it, gets open for three, shoots it, no good. Engel can only get a hand on it. They're going to call a push-off, I do believe. I think that's going to be on Carter Ayers, most likely, of Lander Valley. It is against Carter Ayers. And contrast this, Travis, to the girls' game. We've only had 2 fouls, and we only got 5:30 left in the half.
I was going to say, yeah.
2 fouls total.
Total. And in the first quarter, it was like you blinked and we were done. And so, like, the pace is crazy, but it's a clean game. I like it, and I like that Riverton's up.
Johnson gets it inbound to Paxson. Paxson to Vincent. Vincent looking to bring over the timeline. He finds Engel. Engel has the sky for it. Tanner Johnson looks to drive. He's cut off and has to bring it back up top. Out to Vincent. Vincent leading the offense here. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson looks inside, goes all the way across court to Paxson. Almost too high, but look at the little man sky for that. Paxson over to Johnson. Johnson, Paxson just feeling it right now. Vincent for three. Bam!
And that shot was partially blocked, and it went in.
And a timeout on the floor. This one by Coach Sheets. It's going to be a full one. So, Travis, we're going to go pay some bills, and we'll be right back on KTAK.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Ever wonder?
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. Riverton has been dominating this boys side of things, 17-2 with 4:51 to go in the half. Quick shot by Abe Lopez is good. He's trying to get him fired up here. He has all 5 points in the game for Lander, 17-5. Lander Valley looking to press. Vincent gets it, and he's going to be bumped by Lopez, and they're going to give him that foul. It's Abe Lopez's first, team second, as we go under 4:40 to play in the half. 17-5 Wolverines.
And again, you could jump out to that 14-0 start, but then only up to 17 now. You've got to get the offense going, and that's not the way to do it.
First turnover of the night for Riverton, and Gwynna's going to pop it out to number 5 for a three, and it goes up and over the backboard, and that's going to go back to Riverton. That was shot by Tanner Bird.
Yeah, someone from Lander Valley is going to have to find offense other than Lopez if the Tigers are going to get back into this game.
Inbounded by Paxson. Paxson being pressed by Gwynna. He gets over to Gabrielson, who's come in the game. DeVries has also checked in for the Wolverines. Trapped is Paxton. He gets it to Engel. Engel going to drive. Way to miss the charge call. Winds up in DeVries' hands. Oh, then DeVries kicks out Gabrielson for three. No good. It comes out in and out. So we got a foul on number 12. That's Paxton, his first, as Lander was trying to come down the other way. Both teams with two. They're going to say that's the third team foul. I don't know who the other foul was on. So we'll say it's team 3. We wouldn't want to accuse anybody of home cooking. They wouldn't do that with the fouls. Lander Valley with the ball. They're going to swing it around the top. Looks to be some of a nice interior pass by Stauffenberg. Pump fake, and Tanner Bird's going to draw a foul and go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be on 23. That's going to be on Tanner Johnson. I do believe that's his first. No, excuse me. They didn't say we had 3. Now we have 3. Foul's on Tanner Johnson. Tanner Bird going to the line to shoot 2 to try and to eat into this 12-point lead. Riverton students yelled, screamed, try and make a miss. Bird makes the first one, and the Lander Valley students erupt at the make. 17-6, 3:45 in the first.
If you can get this to a 10-point game right here, that's going to be huge if you're Lander. Which he does.
And he hits it. Second one up and good. Inbound there in the press. Paxton looking to break it. Paxton had it all the way, but he picked it up, passed over to Vincent. Vincent to Engel. Engel going straight up and good.
Much better drive there by Engel on that drive.
19-17, Riverton. Gwynna has it in the front court. He gets it to Lopez. Lopez for 3. No good. Engel with the board. Secures it high. As hands were swiping for it, gets it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson going to get it probably to Paxton. No, he gets it to Vincent. They got numbers now. DeVries pump fakes, tries to get all the way out to Paxton. He should have just gone up with it and turns the ball over. Quick 2 turnovers now total for Riverton. Gwynna in the front court, guarded by Gabrielson. Looks to be back in the 2-3 zone, or 3-2 zone actually. Ball's tipped away by DeVries as they were trying to swing around the perimeter. Looks like Johnson and Lang going to come back in for DeVries and Engel.
And Coach Sheets is going to have a conversation, it looks like, with DeVries, letting him know what to do on that shot where he could have taken the shot but passed it up.
Inbound, defensive mistake leads to a 3 by Lander Valley. They just left him completely open, and Kellen Donahue just nailed it. So 19-10, here they come. Lang with it on the corner. He gets it up to Tanner Johnson. Johnson tries to settle things down. Lander Valley now in a zone. Johnson has it. He looks to drive, gets it to Paxton. Paxton takes it in, jumps from 15, no good. The rebound comes away to LeClaire, and here come the Tigers. LeClaire to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg gets it over to Gwynna. Excuse me, all of a sudden forgot how to say his name. Gwynna to Stauffenberg at 15, underneath, back out to Lopez. Lopez for 3, no good. Rebound by Jason Vincent, who is stripped by Gwynna. Gwynna's going to take it up. He's going to not get it, but they're going to get a foul against Jason Vincent. Watch that one. Best defender, as Coach Bo Sheets would say, and I do believe that's number 2 on him. It is.
Gwynna with really active hands and really aggressive hands on that defensive rebound by Riverton to get that ball back for that drive, and now at the line.
4th team foul against Riverton. Gwynna puts the first one up, hits the front iron, and misses. So Gwynna with active hands but cannot convert on the free throws. He has not scored yet, but he's more of a facilitator anyway. All right, Engel is back in, so now we're looking at all the starters with the exception of Jason Vincent, who had to come out. Engel got him. Gabrielson will stay on the floor as the 6th man. Gwynna puts the second one up for Lander Valley. It hits all sorts of iron and then goes up and in. So 19-11, they've got it from 14 down to 8. Tanner Johnson hit on the break. He's going to stop and pop from 10. He's going to miss. Engel with the rebound, puts up, no good, and they're going to call a foul on Lander Valley. Foul's going to be on number 3, Kellen Donahue, his first, team 4th. Engel will be going to the line. Suddenly, things not seeming as rosy, and a ball game being made. Engel with his first one is up and good.
And Engel really got almost bailed out from that because he was under the basket on that shot. If it wasn't for that foul, it would be in trouble.
Second one is missed. Lang had a chance at the rebound, but Lopez secures it for Lander Valley. Tigers looking to move. They get it on the break, and Engel says, no, you don't. Absolute rejection. Someone better come back and help Gabrielson against this press. They do. Paxson with it. Gets it to Engel. Engel back to Paxson in the corner. He's going to take it down. He's going to shoot from 17. Good by Parker.
And just like that, the offense for Riverton looks a lot different than it has in the last few minutes.
22-11 with under a minute and a half to go in the half. Paxson extending the defense, now in man. Over Stauffenberger, over to Donahue. Back into Gwenna's hands. Gwenna looks to drive. He's cut off by Paxson and Engel on the help. He drives. Gwenna gets the drive up and good. Nice athletic shot by the young man. Inbound by Riverton as we go under a minute 4. Paxson with it. Brings it up to the left wing. He gets it up to Tanner. Back to Paxson. Oh, he thought about it. Back up to Tanner. Tanner gets the Engel up to Paxson. Paxson from way downtown. Bam!
Paxson was not thinking about it. He was waiting for it.
Paxson with 11 points on the day. Paxson on Gwenna. Gwenna out to Stauffenberg. Back out to 25-13 lead. Stauffenberger back to Gwenna. Gwenna on the right wing. He drives towards the middle, tries to get Lopez. He does. Lopez to Donahue. Donahue to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg drives. He's blocked by Engel. Engel with the mad defensive plays tonight. 28.1, 25-13, all Wolverines.
Engel is having an amazing first half, being a facilitator for the Paxton 3 in the last go-round, and now 3 blocks.
Missed on the inbounds. Gabrielson comes away with it with 22 seconds. They held the ball the last 36 seconds of the first quarter. I expect that to happen here. Johnson with it. Johnson almost fouled. He looks to drive, jump stops out of it, and gets it to Paxson as we go under 10 seconds to play in the half. Riverton's lead by 12. Under 7, under 6. Paxson to Gabrielson. He's going to get fouled by Gwenna, I do believe. It is against Gwenna. That's his first, team 5th. So they're going to be able to run an inbounds play here with 5 seconds to go in the half. They inbound it at Parker around the midcourt line. He drives in. He gets it to Gabrielson, who gets it to Parker, and they don't get the shot off. 2 guys conversion on Gabrielson there. So no harm, no foul there. We go to half. We're told it's an extended half, but they're putting 10 minutes on the clock. We'll be right back with the WyoToday halftime show here on KTAK.
At Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has three components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're gonna love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Welcome back to the WyoToday Media Halftime Show here on KTAK. This is Kevin Shields, your voice of the Wolverines, along with Travis, back from was it COVID or Ebola?
No, it was COVID.
Okay. I didn't know. You took that real quick trip to the Congo, didn't you? Okay, well, Riverton leads 25-13. Credit Lander Valley for not hanging their heads and getting right back in this game. The funny part, though, is if Riverton hadn't scored a point, they'd still be in the second quarter. They'd still be leading.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things that, as I said in the pregame show, was the fact that this is a better team than 3-6 is Lander Valley, right? They fall down 14-0 early in the first quarter. Riverton's got everything going their way, and then all of a sudden, here comes Gwenna and a few others scoring, and Lander Valley's right back in this. It's 25-13 going into the third quarter, and the way that this team shoots, this could get a lot closer. Riverton really needs to kick up the offense like they did in the first few minutes of the first quarter.
All right, well, that's it. The stats for you. Abe Lopez right now off the bench, and he kind of did fire up Lander Valley and got him back into it. He's got 5 points. He's the leading scorer. He's 0 for from the line, though, so something to watch. 3 of 4, they've had 4 attempts at the line. Lander's only converted 1 of those. Gwinnett with 3. They've converted more than that. They're 50%. They're 3 of 6. I missed that one. Tanner Bird, perfect from the line, but that's all he's got is those 2. And then Kellen Donahue hit a 3 there. For your Riverton Wolverines, you got only 4 people have scored. Tanner Johnson, just 2. Engel with 5. Jason Vincent with 7. And Parker Paxson with 11, including 3 huge threes. So we've got about 2 minutes to go until we have the second half of this rivalry game. Riverton, I'm assuming there's a trophy because they showed one for the girls.
Right.
I'm assuming that Riverton's saying we're at least taking one. We're at least splitting it, and we'll see how that pans out. We'll be right back in less than 2 minutes on KTAK.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Lander Valley versus Riverton basketball, the 2 arch rivals of Fremont County, the 2 biggest schools in Fremont County. Gwinnett going to get it for Lander Valley to start the second half. Lander Valley going right to left on your radio dial. Riverton left to right. Stauffenberg has it around the free throw line. He drives down, gets it to Gwinnett. Gwinnett for 3 is no good. Fouls up, gets his own rebound. Nice pass. Somewhat unexpected, I do believe, by Jason Clare. And on his pass attempt, it goes to Parker Paxson with the steal. So turnover number 6 for Lander. Jason Vincent with it on the right wing. He gets kind of stuck, finds Derek Lang, who finds Engel. Engel goes up and good.
Nice
pass by Lang there.
Absolutely, and Engel really smart with the basket.
Gwinnett looking to go all the way, has to finally kick it out to Bird. Bird has it up to Stauffenberg, who goes to Donahue. Donahue back to Gwinnett. Gwinnett thought about a long 3, but thinks wisely, gets Stauffenberg, who swings it back out to Donahue. Donahue drives down, gets it to Gwinnett. Gwinnett for 3, good.
And that's something you want to see Gwinnett go for if you're a Lander fan and get that 3-point basket.
Remember, we got double broadcasts going on tonight. We're on KTAK. If you're a Lander fan, you can listen to your hometown team of Josh and Ernie over on KFCW. Engel for 3 is good.
Oh, if you're this is coming out party for Engel for sure. What a shot that was.
Inbound goes to Tanner Bird. Bird stuck, has to get it outside. Winds up with Gwinnett, 30-16. 6:30 to go in the third.
Gwinnett's trapped.
Gwinnett trapped, but he gets it right back out. He's going to shoot another 3. Uh-oh, he's warming up.
And this is
2 quick 3s.
And this is what Gwinnett does. He does this in spurts.
Stolen on Vincent's long pass attempt to Engel. Gwinnett coming down into the half court.
He'll take it.
Oh, he thought about it, but he thought wiser. Stauffenberg gets it back out to Gwinnett. Man-to-man defense, no, zone defense now. Vincent and Paxson up top, the two best defenders on the team, according to Coach Sheets. Paxson on Gwenna tight. They're trying to get him open. They get it over to LeClaire. Gwenna for three. He's short. Rebound to Stauffenberg for three. No good, way off target. Lang with the rebound. Gets it to Paxson. Paxson looking to break. He's going to get called for a push there. And that was obvious and not wise by Parker at all. He gets a second foul, team foul number 1 with 5:42 to go in the third.
And that was, no reason to do that, really, if you're Parker Paxton. No one really pressing you really hard.
Gwenna gets the inbounds. He's going to bring it into the half court. Swings over to Donahue. Donahue down low to LeClaire, and then it's going to go inside, and we're going to have a foul, I do believe, on, 0, Jason Vincent. That's his third, team second. So Gabrielson's going to come in and get Vincent out of the game. That hurt. If Gwen is going to get hot, you know that Sheets wants to use Jason Vincent, but right now with 5:32 in the third, 3 fouls is a bit too much. Inbound for three by Lander, miss. Gwenna chases down the rebound. Nobody blocked him. He shoots for three. No good. Offensive rebound almost again, but Tanner Johnson comes away with it. Tanner needs to slow it up, and he does. He gets it to Engel. Engel to Lane. Lane to Paxson, and will settle things down with 5:15 to go in the third quarter.
Smart move by Paxton to slow everything up there.
Paxton to Gabrielson on the right wing. Back up top to Paxton. Paxton back to Gabrielson on the right wing. Might go right back to Paxton. It does indeed. Paxton up top, looks, gets it to Gabrielson, same thing. They're just passing it back and forth. They try and feed Lang, and I think they're going to get maybe Stauffenberg on a reach. They do. That's his first. Team first against Lander Valley. So it'll be inbounds by Riverton underneath their own basket.
If Lang would have looked up, he would have seen that Engel was open on the weak side.
Gabrielson inbounds to Engel. Engel trying to go up strong. He's going to get fouled. You just wish people, when they split for him, would hold their position. They could have gotten the charge, but no. And that's a quick 2 fouls on Stauffenberger. He gets first, then he just got a second. And Engel is going to go to the line to shoot a free throw. He's had one today. He's 1 for 1. Engel's free throw is up and hard off the back iron and no good.
I always found it interesting that the crowd really yells whenever anybody from Riverton takes the shot.
Second one is up and no good. Tanner Johnson follows it, but couldn't decide if he wanted to go straight up with it or off the board. Does neither and misses the easy putback. Gwenna now coming down. Look at the ball handling. Gwenna is a force to be reckoned with. You got 2 great point guards facing off tonight in Paxton and Gwenna. Lander Valley drives down. They hit Gwenna on the outside. He drives down in amongst Engel, puts it up, and no good. But they're going to get a foul there on Lucas Engel.
That was a late call by the official. He had to think about that one.
Lucas Engel, his first, and Sheets is not happy. And I thought that was a little bit too, that was light. That was light. We'll say that was a foul, but it was light. Gwenna from the free throw line. First one is up and good.
And don't look now, we got a 10-point game, and Gwenna has gotten hot from the three-point line, and he looks comfortable on that first shot from the free throw line.
Second one up and good, yes. So he now has 8. He has all 8 points for them in the second half so far. Inbound by Paxton. They're in the full court press. Gwenna just seems like the type of guy who just wants to take this over for Lander Valley. So how will Riverton respond?
And the thing is, Gwenna could for Lander Valley.
Over to Gabrielson on the corner to Lang. Lang from 15, no good. Rebound by Lander Valley. 9-point game. They can get it all the way down to 6 with a 3. Gwenna guarded by Paxson. Over to Ayers, who's in the game. Ayers drives down. He's stuck. Gets it to Gwenna. Gwenna looks to drive. Shoots from 15. No good. Rebound by Lang. Lang hits Johnson. They need to slow it up. It's Johnson on 4. Paxson has it now up top. He will slow things down to Gabrielson. Gabrielson on the right wing. Gabrielson cross court to Paxson. Paxson has the sky to get it over to Tanner Johnson. Johnson looks to drive. He thinks better of it. Gets it out to Paxson up top, who swings it to Gabrielson. Gabrielson down low to Lang. Lang with a bounce pass to Johnson. Johnson looks to drive. Hands to Engel. It's going to be a charge, though, on Tanner, I do believe. No shot, and it's going to be a foul on Tanner Johnson.
That was
now we start. That was legit.
That was legit, yeah.
That was legit. But now Now we're getting loud. Now we're getting festive, shall we say.
And that was almost simultaneous, but a good call by the official.
Hide your kids and lock up the dogs. It's getting interesting. Gwynna with the ball on the right side, gets it over to Bird. Bird drives in, shoots from long range, he misses. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson to Paxson. Gwynna comes up to harass him in the half court. Gwynna almost gets steal, but Gwynna did get body, so he's going to get nailed. He gives a smile. He knew he did it. So Tyso Gwynna with the foul there, and that's going to be team third and his second. So right now he's their whole offense in the second half, so they cannot afford to lose him. He's not going to be sitting down. I would be surprised if with 3 he sat down.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Seems like the type of player they might just trust. Paxson has it outside. Paxson on the drive, gets over to Gabrielson. Gabrielson back into Vincent, who's just checked in for Tanner. Cross court, DeVries also in the game. Paxson drives from 13. He got ball, but he also got Paxson's wrist. Did Stauffenberg, I do believe. It is against Stauffenberg, who went the entire first half clean and now has three very quick fouls. Team fourth. Parker going to go to the line, shooting 2. Looking for his first points of the second half. His first one is up and in.
No hesitation by Parker Paxson, like one dribble and then the shot. He's comfortable where he's at right now.
He is very much so. For an underclassman on a team that's got a lot of seniors in the starting lineup, 3 of them I do believe, it's rare. And for a guy who really, let's be honest, was not expected to be the starter. I don't know if you knew this, Travis, but one of their players decided to focus on another sport who was going to be the starting point guard, and so Paxson has stepped up just beautifully. Lander Valley drives down in the post. They get stopped. Lucas ties him up for the jump ball, and we're going to get jump. Now that's where you question young Carter Ayers. You're in amongst 3 guys taller than you, and you don't think to kick it out even though you're out of control.
And also don't even hold it up high. Lucas was able to reach down and easily get that jump ball.
Riverton gets the possession error, the worst rule in all of sports history. Gabrielson with the ball, gets it over to Paxson in the front court. Paxson lobbing it for Engel. He goes up and gets it, but I think they may call a foul here as he got undercut. I don't think they were going for the alley-oop per se. Foul's going to be against number 30. That's Callum Walker. That's his first, team 5th for Lander Valley with 2:25 to play in the third. And now we're getting some shouts back and forth. This is getting entertaining even more so. Go big red and go big whatever. Engel for 3, no good. He tried to follow it, but guess who? Gwynna with the rebound, hits the long pass out. They get number 4. Oh, that might be, they're not going to get DeVries on the intentional. But in the NBA, that would be reviewed because he got all eye, it looked like. Foul going against Derek DeVries, his first, team 5th. Derek's got to be a little more careful where he's putting the hands. Don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want to get a flagrant.
Yeah, he was beat, and no reason for that foul as number 4 with the shot and good. That's LeClaire there. And DeVries is young, and he'll learn, to be more disciplined on that play.
Engel getting a little bit of a breather with Lane coming back in the game. LeClaire going to take a couple dribbles, in and out, no good. Johnson with the rebound. But look at Tyso Gwynna with his hands and getting in there and causing the jump ball possession error, the worst rule in sports. I have to say it, ladies and gentlemen, will favor Lander, so they'll inbound it. Inbound goes to McClung, who's now in for Lander Valley. Swings it over, and we're going to get a hand check against DeVries. DeVries got to watch it. He made some motions over at the official there. That's quickly his second, team 6th.
It looked like DeVries was looking at Coach Sheets because Coach Sheets was saying something to DeVries there.
So inbound goes to McClung. McClung guarded by DeVries still. They get it to Gwynna. Jason Vincent back in on Gwynna. Gwynna feeds the post down to number 30. Over to LeClaire. LeClaire sizes up, brings it back out, gets it to Carter Ayers. Ayers looks to drive, gets it to Gwynna. DeVries' hands. What a play by DeVries. They get the breakout to Paxson. Paxson goes up. Nice stop, as in to not get blocked. And Parker Paxson with a 2. 34-22, minute 41 to go in the third. Gwynna looks to drive. He stopped. He gets out to McClung. McClung for three, no good. Paxton with the rebound. He may be staring a triple-double in the face at this point. Gets it to Vincent. Vincent to Johnson. Johnson can go to Paxton. He's feeling it for three. No good. Rebound by DeVries. Making up for the 2 fouls to Johnson for three. No good. Rebound comes out. Look at Paxton get in there and try and get the tie up. But Lander Valley does rip it away and comes away with it on the break. They get it to Gwynna up top. Gwynna over to Ayers. Ayers looks to drive. Gets out to McClung. McClung looks to drive. He's cut off by Vincent. Back up to Gwynna. And Gwynna will take a few steps back and say, let's reset with 55 seconds to go in the third quarter.
What a
LeClaire over to Gwynna. Gwynna back to LeClaire. LeClaire wasn't exactly expecting that. Up top to Gwynna, back over to McClung. They're just swinging it around. Back over to LeClaire. They go inside to Carter Ayers. Ayers tries, he walked, and they're going to call it. He tried to go up with the shot fake, but his whole body decided, nope, we're jumping. And then came right back down. Up and down, it's a travel. 37.9, still only a 12-point game. Reminder, Riverton Wolverines led this 14-0 at the end of one.
Yeah, and one of the things that we're going to see here is Engel comes back in. He was going to sit down, then he got back up, then he sat back down, and look who the ball's going to right off.
Johnson, long pass to Engel to break the press. Little bit dangerous there on the long pass, but Paxton now has it. Gwynna put his hands out. Now, if that's a hand check on DeVries, but that needs to be called both ways. Johnson with it, back up to Paxton. Paxton over to DeVries, getting some significant playing time here as they want to keep Jason Vincent from getting his fourth, so he's ready for the fourth quarter. DeVries has it, gets it back up to Paxton. They're going to hold it for the last shot as we go under 10 seconds. Paxton with it, gets it over to DeVries as we go under 7 seconds. Engel sets the screen, doesn't work. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Johnson gets it off. No good. He misses from three as we go to the fourth quarter. 34-22, your Riverton Wolverines leading in this arch rival in-county battle. We'll be right back on KTAK.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
All right, welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. Reminder, you can watch the exciting fourth quarter in this in-county, Fremont County arch rival game on WyoToday's YouTube page, WyoToday's Facebook page. Just search for WyoToday if you haven't already bookmarked it, or you can download our app on your phone's app store of choice and watch it on there. If you're out, if you're working, you know what, this is the battle of Fremont County. Look your boss in the eye and say, I got to take a break, I'm watching this, and download that app. So, 34-22, Riverton. Both teams scored 9 in the third quarter, so they are still 12 points away like they were at half. Riverton came out gangbusters in the first half. In the first quarter, 14-0. Riverton, 8 minutes to play, will inbound the ball, going left to right on your radio dial. Tanner Johnson brings it up into the front court to Paxton, back out to Johnson, over to Vincent. Looks like a bit of a 1-2-2 or modified 2-3 by Lander. Over to Paxton. Paxton looking, he's guarded by Lopez, who we really didn't see a whole lot in the third quarter, even though he was a spark in the first half. We're going to get a foul against Lander Valley as Vincent was looking to go around the corner. And there's Abe Lopez with his second foul. That's going to be Team 6. So any foul the rest of the way, we're going to see some shooting by both teams.
And Lopez is one of the better defenders on Lander Valley, so I can understand why you have him on Paxton right here.
Paxton over to Vincent, still in the zone, looking to possibly trap. Cross court to Johnson. Johnson on the far side in front of the Lander section. Paxton for three. Boom! Paxton from way downtown.
What a great shot by Paxton. That was another heat check from way downtown, like you said, Kevin.
Lander Valley in desperate need of points, down 15 as we go under 7:15. They're going to swing it around. Winds up with Lopez. He almost loses it. Gets control of it again. Zone defense, it looks like, by Riverton as well. To Stauffenberg. Oh, nice pass by Stauffenberger to Lopez. He could have gone straight up with it and had an easy two. But instead, he dribbled it once, got surrounded, and had to kick it out to Gwynna. Gwynna from way downtown, no good. He tried to draw the foul. And look at the little man. Parker Paxton going up for the rebound there.
What I love about Paxton and the times that I've seen him, he jumps from a dead stop straight up, and he's skying. He's skying above everyone.
And he's fouled by LeClaire, so he will go to the line for 1-and-1. Parker giving 100% all the time, but 100% and smart. The jump stop on the layup, not to allow the block. His first free throw, up and good.
And in these kind of moments, you look for your leaders to take over, and Parker Paxton is definitely one of those leaders.
On a starting line with 3 seniors, he has really stood out as an underclassman. Got to give him credit. He hits the second one, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him so we can pay some bills here on KTAK.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
All right, welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball here in the battle for Fremont County. 39-22, 17-point lead for your Wolverines. Inbound comes to Lander Valley. Lander Valley trying to find points here as they are slowly running out of time. Stauffenberg has it. He gets it out to Gwynna. Gwynna, who has been suffocated in parts of the second half ever since he scored that quick 8. Jason Vincent on lockdown defense on him. Lopez with it, going to make a move on Lang. Makes a great move. Probably didn't need to go up and under. He does, and Parker Paxton comes away with the rebound. The shortest guy, or the second shortest guy on the floor, just out-rebounding everybody. Vincent with it, just pure effort. I mean, it's a nice backdoor cut by Parker Paxton, and Lane with the beautiful assist. Gives Parker another 2. Gwynna going to go all the way down. He's going to almost score. It was altered shot by Engel, but no block, and it comes away. Lang gets the rebound. That was a beautiful pass by Lang to Paxton, a beautiful cut.
Yeah, Paxton with a beautiful cut. What I loved is he sprinted back on the defensive board.
Johnson out to Paxton. Paxton to Vincent. Vincent on the right wing. He's going to look to drive. He's going to stop, pop, miss. Engel goes up for the rebound. Vincent winds up coming away with it, though. They get it out to Paxton. What's he got in his bag of tricks? A nice assist. Engel went for the jam. But look at Vincent get his hands in there and get the jump ball. Just pure effort. Engel knows what we all know. That while the team and the students are all like, oh, poor guy, on the bus home, short as it may be, the rest of the team's going to give him grief for that. He went for the jam and missed. Possession arrow, again, worst rule in all sports, goes to Lander. They should just jump it off. But anyway, Gwynna gets it over to Donahue, back to Gwynna to Stauffenberg. Stauffenberg back to Gwynna. Gwynna's got it up top. He's guarded by Paxton. Vincent is on Donahue. Over to Bird, back up to Donahue. Donahue looking for some weakness. Bird has it now. Bird gets it stolen by Jason Vincent, winds up in Engel's hands after the steal. Johnson brings it down. Johnson looking, gets it to Engel. Engel over to Vincent. And Vincent is going to look inside, gets it to Engel. Engel over to Johnson. Johnson from the wing, looks to drive. Looked to pass kind of, but was fouled. It looked like he was going to try and score and then thought otherwise. And credit to him, Lang had an easy layup if he gets the pass through. But luckily, a foul called.
And I still think the pass would have gotten through. It was tipped, It looked like it was going to get through, but again, getting the line's easier.
Foul on Donahue. Tanner Johnson shooting 1-on-1. It's Donahue's second, team 8, and the first one is up and good by Tanner.
And Parker Paxton's having a seat. I'm guessing he gets 2 blows in before he comes back in.
Johnson with his second one, up and good. 43-22, back out to a 21-point lead. All Wolverines, Lander Valley Tigers running out of time as we go under 4:34 to play. They swing it around the post, shoot a 3, no good. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's going to look to bring it up himself, but he is hounded by Donahue, but just briefly. Lang sets a screen, not well utilized by Johnson, but effective nonetheless. Lang picks up his dribble, gets it over to Engel. Engel has it up top. He's looking to hand it to Johnson. He does. Screen set. Tanner looks to drive. He's going to go up and no good. Rebound by Jason Vincent, and he's going to draw the foul. Jason Vincent doing the hustle plays that we all know and adore him for. Foul is going to go against number 23, Stauffenberg. That's his 4th. Team 9th, and now they're singing happy birthday to Jason Vincent. I'm guessing it's not. His first free throw is off and no good, so I expect the birthday song to get louder.
I'm kind of curious now, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Why don't you run out there real quick and ask him? The refs won't mind. Neither will Bo Sheets.
Yeah, I don't think so, yeah.
Vincent puts the second one up, and it's good.
See, they didn't.
So if it's his birthday, happy birthday. If it's not, he just said, ha-ha. Gwenna going to bring it into the front court. Gwenna looks to be a little gassed at this point.
Yeah.
And as soon as I say that, he does the and one thing. He drives down, draws a foul against Derek Lang, I do believe. Let's get it official. It is against Derek Lang. That's going to be only his first, but team 7. So Gwenna's going to the line. Probably wanted to avoid that, but under 4 to play, just simply because, Coach Sheets doesn't want to give them any free points with no time coming off the clock.
And I'll tell you right now, Kevin, Tyso Gwenna is a special player on the point guard as he misses the first shot.
Yeah, jinxed him on that, but as the Riverton radio guys, we're happy for it. But he is. He's a special player. Don't know what year he is, so don't know if he'll be back or not. Vincent to Johnson. Johnson up top. Looks to do a little and one thing. He's not quite as good at it, and wisely decides to go back to normal and passes the ball to Vincent. Vincent hits Gabrielson. What a beautiful cut and pass. Vincent to Gabrielson on a nice little backdoor cut, and that gives Gabrielson his first points of the game.
The Wolverines are doing a great job of cutting to the basket.
The students for the Wolverines chanting this is boring because of the big lead, but they just got backdoor cut themselves as Caleb Wheeler will score the first 2 points of the fourth quarter, and we get a timeout. We'll take it with them and be right back on KTAK.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Riverton Wolverine basketball. We just found out from the infamous Ernie Over, our news director, that he is indeed, Tyson Gwenna is a senior. So I'm sure even though winning by 22, Coach Sheets is going to be glad to not see him anymore after this year. Riverton brings the ball up, and Parker is back in along with Gabrielson, Vincent, Johnson, and Engel. Under 3 minutes to go, 22-point lead for Riverton. They get it up to Gabrielson on the wing. He dribbles in from 17, hits and good.
Gabrielson's offense has gotten a lot better since the first time I saw him a few weeks ago at the Taco John Invitational.
He's always a good shot. He's just not really asked to do it. But he can't hit it. Lander swings around, shoots for three, no good. But we all go up there. Lander Valley gets the rebound, misses, and what are they going to call here? They're going to call the ball on – Jason Vincent came away with the rebound, but we're going to get a foul against Engel. I'm kind of confused, but okay. Engel gets a foul. I could see it on Vincent, but it was called on Engel, and maybe a shove or a push or something like that. That's team 8. They're going to say it was during the shot, which it was really a whistle then. Gwenna's going to go to the line. He's going to hit the first. He is 4 of 6 on free throws today, about 66%.
And Kevin, a couple Lander Valley substitutions. Number 10 and number 21 have come in for Lander.
Gwenna puts up the second one. He's up and he is up and good with that one as well. So his first 2 points of the fourth quarter. Johnson brings it all the way down, goes for three, bam! Tanner Johnson, anything you can do, I can do better.
Absolutely, and there was no hesitation on that shot at all.
Down comes Lander. Gwenna looking to reset the offense, gets it to Stauffenberg, 51-26, 2:07, 2:06 to go in the game. Sent down low, Jason Vincent with the steal. They're going to get him on a late foul, I bet. They are. Now, the ref that was 4 feet from it didn't call it, but the ref that was 22 feet from him does call it. So that's Jason's fourth. That's team 9th. So it should be just 1-1, and Stauffenberger's going to go to the line. Each team with 19 fouls now in the second half, and only one guy with more than 2 fouls for each team. Stauffenberger, who's at the line, and Jason Vincent for your Wolverines. Stauffenberger puts up the first one. It's up and good. That is his first points of the game.
Yeah, Brendan Stauffenberg has had a really quiet game, and he's usually not as quiet as he has been tonight.
Second one up and no good. Riverton comes away with the rebound. Johnson going to bring it up, playing the point. Paxton, Vincent, Gabrielson, and Engel with him as we go under 1:50 to play. Vincent has it down in the right corner. He's going to bring it up, pass it up to Engel, who hands off to Johnson. Engel sets screen. Johnson looks to drive, puts up a runner, up and good.
And Johnson didn't look like he was going to shoot that until the very last minute.
Minute 36, minute 35. Riverton's going to win this battle of Fremont County. The only question of it now is how much. Swinging around the horde is Lander Valley. Lander Valley has gone somewhat deep on their bench. They've still got 2 starters out, but they've also got a couple guys we haven't seen. They're going to turn it over on a bad pass. That turner on Caleb Wheeler, who we haven't seen a whole lot of. And in come the JV guys. And listen to the crowd for Riverton. They are excited. Paxton excited as these starters, along with Gabrielson, come out of the game. Excited that they will defeat Lander Valley here at Bob Carey Memorial. And now one of the guys comes in, didn't even know he had to check in, comes in, and Lander Valley students going nuts too. Always great to see these guys who hold down the end of the bench getting some opportunity to play.
And I love that Parker Paxton down here pandering to the student section over here.
Okay, we're going to have to go by numbers to some extent now. We've got some of them. We don't have them all. 13's going to drive. He threw a shoulder in, and they're going to call the offensive foul on him. That foul's going to go against number 13, I do believe. Yes, this ref always just looks so serious. So, foul against number 13. His first, team 10th, but since it was offensive foul, no shots. Bringing it down is Lander Valley. They're looking to do something. We're under a minute to play here. They get to number 10, who is Lincoln. Lincoln out to McClung. McClung over to 13 for 3. No good, and they wanted it out of Bryce Denton. Rebound comes away to Riverton. Riverton looking to break. They pull it back up. Gets it number 13. He's going to look to drive. Nice little stutter step up and good. And he's very, very excited. And the starters are jumping up and down for him. Number 13 gets to 2. Missed by Lander Valley. Almost stolen by Matisse, who's in the game. And I think they're going to get Matisse for the foul. They are indeed. That's going to be his first. And going to be team well over into the double bonus with 26.7 left. 55-27. Wolverines, big lead in the Battle of Fremont County here tonight.
Kevin, that was the loudest eruption on a shot that I've heard all night. So much so that the student section almost had to jump onto the court. It was so pumped up over there. What a shot by number 13, and great shot by him.
We may have to ask our player of the game about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We may indeed have to ask. Second free throw is up and no good. Did he hit the first one?
He did. I'm sorry.
Okay. Number 30 hit the first one.
Are we going for it again?
Oh, he's going to try to do it again. He was fouled, but they might get him on a walk. Nope, they're going to get a block on the ground. So number 13, somebody get me this kid's name.
Because he scored in the last time we had a situation like this.
Foul is on number 30, Caleb Wheeler. Number 13 going to the line. We still don't have a name. We do apologize to this kid. Ace. His name is Ace, we're being told, so that's what we're going to go with. Ace. He misses that first free throw. So let's see if he can get the second one. Second one is up and good. And they go wild for the free throw. 18-17 in the Battle of Fremont. It's all Riverton. Lander has it. Number 13 going to shoot the three. You kind of want it to go in just to see what will happen. They get the rebound up and good by 15. That's a Washburn in the game. 3, 2, 1. Riverton has won the Battle of Fremont County 56-30, ladies and gentlemen. It was all Riverton from the 14-0 all the way through. Lander Valley put up a valiant fight, but we will be right back with our post-game show sponsored by Click It or Ticket here in about 2 minutes. You're listening to KTAK.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
And we're back here on KTAK as they present the trophy for winning this rivalry game to your Riverton Wolverines. Coach Sheets hands it off to Engel. He brings it into the middle. I'm not sure how many times this is, but they've taken it home. Parents taking photos, players all smiles, happy and excited about this as they pose for a picture. Hope we got a decent shot of it. We did, and we'll be right back on the Click It or Ticket postgame show.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1870,
And we're back on KTAK with the Clicker Ticket postgame show. This is Kevin Shields, voice of the Wolverines, along with Coach Sheets. Coach Sheets, what a start.
Yeah, rivalry games, we talked about, having confidence and composure because, you can get really hyped up and kind of lose your mind a little bit. We've seen those games go the other way where, they for sure jump out on a lead. So we wanted them to keep their composure, keep their confidence. So they did a good job.
So tell me a little bit about, as far as Lander Valley put up a good fight, trying to come back, kind of match, came back a little bit in the second quarter, matched you with 9 points both in the third. But basically, Tyso Gwena.
Yeah, that kid is good. We talked about him coming in the game, He's a lot like Blake would have been for us, strong kid, quick, deceptively quick and strong. Again, two good words for him, but he can shoot, he can dribble, he's a great passer, he's a great player.
What does it mean for y'all to win this trophy and win Fremont County, well, so to speak, the Lander Riverton part of it? What does that mean to be able to come up here in front of probably the loudest student section I've seen covering you this year, but also the loudest student section you've had supporting you this year here on the road?
Oh, you got to love rivalries, and especially kind of a hostile environment. It's fun to play in. It's almost more fun to play away when it's that hostile like that than it is at home, and so it's a great rivalry. And so, to come out with the victory, it's a big win for the boys, and so now we get back to conference play and can kind of focus on that.
Okay, and what does it mean to see when you turn around and y'all look around and see, I'm going to ask you the same question, Parker, so prepare your answer, and you see a student section like that came up the road, you see these fans filling the second deck, really more fans than they had, let's be honest.
What a great atmosphere for high school basketball, right?
Absolutely. You're listening to KTAK. We've been with Coach Sheets. We'll be right back in a second with our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game. And if you follow this game, you can probably guess who it is.
in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
All right, we're back on the Click It or Ticket postgame show on KTAK, and we are here with our Papa Murphy's Player of the Game. This is getting a little bit old hat for you, Parker. I hope none of the seniors are giving you grief about it.
Oh, no.
As he's once again our Player of the Game, 22 points, a big 22, countless rebounds, and, you know, if you get offended by this, I keep going, the shortest guy on the court is just out hustling guys. But one play I really wanted to point out, and the fans may have not noticed it, when you were coming down for that layup, but jump stopped instead to keep them from being able to block it, gave the little pump fake. What was running through your head? Because that's basketball IQ right there.
Right. Well, like you pointed out, I am the shortest guy on the court. It's just something that I gotta play with. But no, when I jump stop and go up strong, it's something that Coach Quayle harps on. And you're either gonna go up strong and make it, or you're gonna get fouled. Whereas if you go off of one, you know, I could get blocked. So that's what was going through my head.
Okay. And there seemed to be a time, especially in the first quarter, where I'm not sure you may have even been cognizant of what you were doing. You were just in that zone. How did that feel to be able to do that in the first half, especially that first quarter, as a team and as an individual, when you know they want to beat you worse than anything else, and you come out and you're just feeling it?
It's the beauty of rivalry. You know, I had so much adrenaline, and I know my teammates did too. We just came out and hounded them on defense, executed the game plan, and yeah, it felt good to see a couple go in early, and I think my team and I just rode on that all the way in.
Now I have to ask, you're a point guard. You're the player of the game, Papa Murphy's Player of the Game. What is it like when you're facing off against a guy like Tyso Gwena? And he's who you've got to guard, and he's guarding you.
Gwenna's a heck of a player. He's very quick, very crafty, very strong. Probably one of the best players we'll face. you know, it's a great challenge. He made it very hard on me, and I tried to make it as hard on him as possible, and we had a great battle. It was a lot of fun.
Okay, now at the end of the game, number 13, Ace, gets in the game. And when he hit that shot with kind of a nice little stutter step, a nice little crossover step, the bench went nuts. Tell me a little bit about it.
I think that's a testament to our team chemistry. You know, Ace doesn't get the most playing time, but every player on this team is equal importance, and he sticks it out in practice, and he's a brother. So to see him get a few points, get in at the end of the game, and in the most packed house we'll probably play in all year, that was pretty cool.
And lastly, just tell me, as you're coming off the court, Travis happened to notice that, you know, you're going towards the bench right at the Riverton student section, who traveled the 20-some-odd miles up here. Best student section we've seen all year from Riverton. Right. So Riverton, come out next week, please. You kind of got to – you tried to hype them up even a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
What did it mean to see that many of your fellow classmates travel up here in this rivalry atmosphere to say, you know what, you're going into extremely hostile territory, probably the most hostile territory you'll face all year. We're going to even that out for you.
I mean, it was awesome. It was awesome to see all those Riverton faces here, and I think that's we have great school spirit. I mean, they had no problem traveling 30 miles to come support us, and I think that Riverton was hungry for a win. You know, we haven't beat Lander in a while in a lot of sports, so this one felt good. Yep.
So now you've got to stay hungry. You got a little bit of a break because of Ronthon coming up, I do believe, and then you don't play again until the 4th. So Travis will be there to cover that one, and I'll be flying home to Georgia for a couple days. But once again, your Papa Murphy's player of the game here on KTAK is Parker Paxton. 22 points on the night. The team's point guard having himself a career day so far, but as only a sophomore, I expect this not to be your career high in just a little bit of time. So we'll be right back to wrap things up here on KTAK.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, you know, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
And welcome back to KTAK's Click It or Ticket post-game show. A little bit on the stats. I haven't had a chance to total up Lander, so if you want Lander stats, click on over to Ernie over on KFCW. But for your Wolverines, the leading scorer on Papa Murphy's player of the game, who we just interviewed with, Parker Paxton, had one heck of a night. Lucas Engel with a big 10. Jason Vincent with 8. Kate Gabrielson with 4, Tanner Johnson with 9, and Ace, the guy late in the game, came in. He had a big 3. So great game for your Riverton Wolverines as they came into a hostile environment. Great crowd support to kind of nullify that a little bit. While it would still be a hostile environment, Travis, for Riverton, the amount of fans here from Riverton really made it a hostile environment for Lander. And sometimes that can be an extra little bit of intimidation because this is your home. You're not supposed to be drowned out by the cheers of other teams.
Absolutely. And let's get something really straight here. Lander played really hard. It was an amazing game. And nothing to be ashamed about if you're a Lander Valley fan or a Lander Valley player. It was a great game. I'm looking forward to this week off right now with Riverton. They don't play again, like you said, until the 4th. And you're going on an anniversary, my friend, so I'll be here doing that game.
Yes. My wife and kids are not out here yet. They're down in Raven Gap, Georgia. We're waiting until school's out to bring them over. And I have a 20th wedding anniversary, so as much as I'm going to miss calling games with you on the 4th and the 5th, I pretty much better go.
Yeah, you better go.
Bodily harm might come our way. There is one kind of sad note to this game, and I'm going to point that out, and that is the fact that we saw really a battle of two hard-working teams, and this isn't taking anybody else, but a special battle at the point guard position.
Absolutely.
And how much fun would it be to see Parker Paxton win a face-off 3 or 4 more times?
Yeah, absolutely. Those are by far two of the best point guards that I've seen in my short time here. Taiso Gwena, I've said it multiple times, is a special player. He's got great handles. He's a great athlete. He's a senior. A little sad that I don't get to see him again. But Parker Paxton, man, that kid's got a bright future.
And see, it's kind of weird to me. I know they did the trophy tonight, but does Riverton and Lander play again this season?
As far as I have seen, it would not happen unless we got into a tournament situation.
Well, they're a different class than us,
too.
No. So, no. See, I'm used to, from other states, you play home and away,
right,
especially with your rivals. So that's kind of sad, but that hopefully means next year's game will be at Riverton, and the Riverton girls get another shot to take the trophy home for for Riverton in this battle of Fremont County, and then the boys will get a chance to defend it. Both teams going to look a lot different next year. Taiso Gwena gone, some others I'm sure gone off of the team from Lander Valley, but from Riverton, we already know that Lang, Engel, and Johnson are all 3 gone, so it'll be a totally different starting lineup. So once again, we're happy to have you listen tonight on KTAK or watch on Facebook or YouTube or on our app. And this is Kevin Shields and Travis on KTAK signing off. We'll see you next week on the 4th, or Travis will see you next week on the 4th, as Riverton has back-to-back home games on the 4th and 5th. And then after that, you and I, once I'm back in town, will be headed down to Green River and Evanston for a Friday-Saturday jaunt. So if anybody knows anywhere good to eat in Green River, let us know. And we'll be seeing you next week on the 4th on KTAK.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hi, I'm Tom from Fremont Therapy Group, and we're going to be talking about running analysis. Running analysis has 3 components to it. Obviously, you look at the running part. That's kind of the gait pattern, looking at how well they strike the ground. The next part looks at how strong they are, their legs, also how flexible they are. There's certain muscles that become tight the more you run. And then the last part, it's looking at how well you move. So you're looking at ways to help you reduce your chance of injury. Come on in, you're gonna love it. We'll get you on the treadmill and start the process.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear.